What is everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be building the most insane mudding trucks in APM. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me, and I think we should begin with the video. What's up everyone? Welcome back to another APM video, and today we are going to be testing out the brand new suspension, and we're going to be building some of the most insane mudding trucks in American Plains Muddy. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So we have our GMC right here. Look at this thing. This thing is so small. I think I'm gonna add a suspension kit onto this thing. So we're gonna make our way towards the mechanic shop, and we're also gonna be able to pick up some brand new trucks at the mechanic shop and customize them and turn them into off-roading mudding machines. So let's make our way over there, and of course we're also gonna put them to the test. Our goal is to make sure they pass the test, and we do this before the sun sets. So we don't have too much time on our hands. So let me turn on my blinker and let's make a left turn onto the main road, and then we're gonna slow down onto this road and we're gonna make a right turn. So let's do that right now, and the mechanic shop should be down the road. We are now back in town. Let's go. And as you guys can see, here are all the trucks that we are going to be transforming into off-roading mudding machines. But let's quickly take a look at the trucks that we are going to be working today. So first one is going to be this Raptor R4. Such a beautiful off-roading vehicle, but it doesn't have a suspension kit, so it's really low to the ground. Next up, we have this kind of old square body truck. It's really nice. I love the color. It's got this nice dark cherry color going on. Even the interior, look at the color of that. Oh my goodness, it is so beautiful. And lastly, we have one of the brand new revamps of the Ram trucks that was, I think, added at the beginning of April. I could be wrong, but we're going to be turning this thing into an off-roading machine. So I think we should begin with our truck. And now we're not going to turn this into an off-roading machine because it's a work truck, but we are going to be raising the suspension because it is very short, and I'm typically used to driving much higher. But let's go and quickly go to the settings. Let's go to suspension and let's raise this a little bit. Now let's raise the front just like so. Oh, look at that. It's starting to look good already. And then I think that is gonna be good. Actually, you know what? Let me increase the spring force from the back as well, and that should be good right there. All right, so we raised it a little bit, and now it's looking a little bit much taller. Maybe it's a little bit too tall, but I think it's gonna work for now. So let's park this thing right here and let's get started with the Ford Raptor. I think the Ford Raptor is gonna get a really nice suspension kit because right now it is pretty short. So let's pull into the garage and let's start working on this thing. All right, let me go to the suspension, and then for the front we're gonna raise it just like so, and then the back we're gonna raise it kind of like the same amount. Actually, you know what, let me raise this a little bit more, and then let me fix the minimum length just a tad bit. And lastly, let's add some camber to the tires because I don't like when it's all crooked like that. I like it when it's kind of like this. Yes, I think that looks pretty nice. Let me add a rear spring, and then I'm gonna fix the front. All right, so I think I got everything fixed up on the Raptor R. So let's get this thing turned on and let's get it parked right next to this truck. Actually, you know what, we can actually take it mudding. So let's go and test this thing out. Let's see how this thing performs. And good thing that there's a mudding pit right down here. This mudding pit is gigantic, you guys. Look at this. Oh my goodness. So hopefully the Raptor R does not have any issues with the brand new suspension that we just installed, but it looks very clean, you guys. All right, so let me hop in and let me get it turned on. Let's go and start this test. We're gonna go all the way around, and if it passes, then it's gonna be a W. But let's begin on this side of the mudding pit, and oh my goodness, whoa. All right, not bad, not too shabby. It doesn't have too much problem. It's going pretty well actually. But we're gonna turn around on that corner, and then we're gonna loop around and finish this little mudding pit. So let's go around here. So far so good. It doesn't seem to get stuck or have any issues, which it looks like it's gonna be a huge W. And look at that, we managed to go throughout the entire mudding pit without getting stuck. But let's quickly run this through the car wash because it is super dirty, and I think it deserves it because it managed to pass the mudding pit. But look at that, that. That was super easy, you guys. Let's head back to the mechanic shop and let's continue with the second vehicle. Now the second vehicle seems to be, I think this might be another Ford. So let's get this thing parked up right there and let me jump into this old rust bucket. I'm kidding, you guys. This thing is a beauty. But let me carefully back into the garage so we can add a suspension kit onto this beauty. So let me get this thing parked, turn off the engine, and let's throw on a brand new suspension. But let me quickly check the engine and make sure this thing is supercharged. All right, everything looks good. So let me go towards the suspension and let's begin customizing this thing. So we're gonna add a little bit of suspension towards the front, just like so, and then we're gonna go to minimum length and then increase this all the way, and then we're pretty much gonna do the same thing for the rear right here. So let me increase the height a little bit and then max this out. Awesome, look at that. It's looking very good. Now let me just fix up the camber because it's kind of a little bit too inwards and I don't like that. So let me just do it a little bit outwards, just like so, and I think that is gonna be rock solid. So let me quickly turn this on. I'm gonna change the drivetrain to 4-wheel drive and let's go and take this to the mudding pit. Dude, I think this is gonna perform pretty well. I don't think it's gonna fail, but if it does, then I am gonna be very sad, you guys. So let's go through the mudding pit. We're gonna start on the right side like we did with the Raptor R, and all right, it looks like, oh my goodness, it didn't even get dirty, you guys. All right, let's see if it gets dirty on this section of the mudding pit. But let me go and, oh my goodness, yo, that is crazy, you guys. I am speechless. I don't know what to say. This thing does not want to get muddy. This thing is indestructible. Am I speaking too soon? Actually, I'm very curious if it's gonna go through the entire mudding pit without getting dirty, you guys. But so far it seems to be performing very well, and it looks like only, oh, it looks like it got muddy. I mean, it still passed the challenge. Very good, but I tried to not get this truck muddy at all. But I'm still very impressed, you guys. I did not think it was gonna do that well. But let's run it through the car wash, get it cleaned up like brand new, and let's start making our way towards the mechanic shop. Alrighty, everyone, we are here at the mechanic shop, so let's get this thing parked up right next to the Raptor R. Now both of these vehicles passed the test and have been performing very well. I'm actually a little bit more impressed with this truck than the Raptor R because that thing was covered in mud. I'm not sure if you guys remember, that thing was covered in mud. Even my bed had like an inch of mud. But we have one last vehicle, which is going to be the Ram. I forgot the model of this. This might be a 1500, correct me if I'm wrong, but we're gonna go and customize this thing into a mudding monster. So hopefully we can build something good. But let me carefully back this thing up. Oh, hold on, let me try not to hit the electrical box, because if I hit the electrical box, it's gonna be a disaster. But let's get this thing parked right here and let's start customizing. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is make this truck a little bit more dark grayish, kind of like this. I think I love that color. And then we're gonna add some reflectance. Next up is the engine. So you guys know we're gonna add a lot of power, 25%, and one supercharger. Before we do the suspension, I want to see if we can do any of the attachments, and I don't know if I'm gonna add any attachments actually. I mean, we can add a light bar, we could add we could add a winch just in case this thing gets stuck. And let me remove this hitch that is in the bed. Oh, and of course we cannot forget the mud flaps. We got, oh, actually, you know what, it's not gonna look good because we're gonna raise this super tall. Alrighty, that is going to be it for the attachments. Now we can work on the suspension. Oh, and by the way, remind me, you guys, to tint out my windows because it is very clear, you guys. Now for the height, we're gonna increase this just a tad bit, and then we're gonna do the same with the rear. I don't like to add too much suspension on my trucks. And then we're gonna go to minimum length and max that out, and then we're gonna do the same thing with the rear and max that out. And before we do finish up, we're gonna add some camber. We're gonna make the tires a little bit outward, just like so. And like I said, remind me, you guys, I have to add tint. I cannot live without tint. So let's add some tint. We're gonna make this a little bit darker, add some transparency, and that is gonna be it for this Ram right here. Look at this. Oh my goodness, we just built an off-road machine, I hope, and this thing does not get stuck. But before we do head out and take this to the test for our last truck, let me actually quickly close the garage right here. So let me quickly close that just like so. And wait, what time is it? Oh my goodness, it's already 3 p.m. All right, so let me hop in the Ram and let's get this thing tested out here at the mudding pit. I'm really nervous, you guys. I wonder how muddy this thing is gonna get. Hopefully not too much. And let's begin on the right side. Alrighty, look at that. Our wheels are now in. Dude, we are like an inch away from hitting the mud. And oh, our bed seems to get dirty now. Oh my goodness, our bed is now dirty. Don't worry, we're gonna have to go to the car wash, but let's go around this turn and let's make our way back. And oh my goodness, it looks like the The main body seems to be dirty now. We just need the bumper and the tailgate to get dirty. Let's finish up this mudding pit track and let's see if that is gonna be it for the mud on this truck. And it looks like that is gonna be it. Oh, did I get stuck? Oh no, you guys, I think I'm stuck. Am I actually stuck? Wait, hold on, let me step on this thing and oh my goodness, you guys, that was a really close call. Oh my goodness, my heart sank to the bottom and I seriously thought I was gonna get stuck. I mean, I don't think it would have been too much of a problem because we do have a winch and I think we can connect it to one of the trees. Hold on, let me actually test this out. Let me put this in park, let me hop out, and then we grab the winch, and then I think we could just go towards a tree, attach it, and oh, I don't think that worked. Yeah, that does not work. Oh, I thought that was gonna work. Never mind. So it would have been bad if we did get stuck. But anyways, let's make our way back to the mechanic shop, which is literally down the road, and let's get it parked right next to the GMC Denali and the Ford Square body. So let me carefully do this without hitting the trunks, and I think that is gonna be a phenomenal job. But would you take a look at that? We built this insane Raptor. We threw up an amazing suspension. Same thing with this one. This one looks really clean. Look at the wheels. Oh my goodness. And lastly, we ended up by customizing this beautiful Ram into another mudding monster. And of course, we cannot forget about the GMC Denali. We added some suspension on this thing and it looks so much better. But anyways, that is gonna be it for the video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it means so much to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. Ugh, what time is it? What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another APM video. And as you guys can see, I think it's morning time. Let me open up the door and look at that sunrise. It looks so beautiful. Let's quickly go downstairs because there's been a brand new update in American Plains Mudding. If you guys didn't know, they ended up adding brand new tires to every single truck in the game. So we're gonna be going and customizing all of our off-roading mudding trucks and put the new ones on. I actually have them in the garage right here. Let me quickly show you. I'm gonna quickly hop in the TRX and I'm gonna pull this thing right up front. I'm gonna quickly park it right at the front of my house so I can show you guys which trucks I'm talking about. And pretty much we're also gonna be taking these trucks to a mudding spot near the fire station. I think you guys remember. It's a really nice mudding pit, but these are the trucks that we are gonna be taking today. Oh my goodness, these things are a beauty. I think we might have made a video on this like last week, but we don't have too much time, so we're gonna go and quickly run over to the trailer store, or should I say the brand new trailer store. It's definitely revamped. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it. We're gonna go and check it out right now and grab the trailer so we can throw those trucks on top of the trailer and take it to the mechanic shop so we can throw on the brand new tires. Well, let's make a right turn right here. Oh my goodness, I did not see that tree right there. All right, so let's make a right turn right here, and I'm not sure if you guys can tell, I added the brand new tires to my TRX. Look at that thing, dude. This TRX looks so nice. I swear, every update, this TRX gets small upgrades that makes it look so much better. But here it is. This is the brand new trailer store, the huge revamp of this thing. This thing looks so modern and so cool. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna park it. Actually, you know what? I am gonna park it. Let me give you guys a quick tour of the brand new trailer store. So let me quickly go inside. If you guys haven't seen it, then here it is. Look at this. We've got huge fans, a nice glass ceiling, and there's actually a lot of offices. Look at this, dude. Oh my goodness, there's so many offices. If we go upstairs, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna go right there because there's these stairs right here that are super cool. And as you guys can see, and if we go upstairs, there's gonna be way more offices. Dude, there is so many offices. I don't know what kind of work you get to do in these offices, but you cannot forget about the nice and trusty bathrooms that are located right there. But anyways, let's jump down. We're gonna go back to our TRX because we gotta get this thing connected to the trailer right here. There seems to be two right here. I think I'm gonna take this one. This one should be able to fit two trucks. So we're gonna turn this thing around, quickly back this thing up, and boom. Wait, what is this? Arrows. I kind of want to see what's going on down there. Wait, can I turn? Oh no, hold on. I think I need to make a turn around here. All right, so let me turn around here. I kind of want to see what's going around here. All right, nothing too crazy. Oh no, I don't think I'm gonna be able to turn right here. This is a super tight turn. Oh no, I cannot turn. Oh no. All right, you know what? It looks like it's not meant and built for big trailers. So we're just gonna go through the back and take the main road right here. Let me check my gas tank. Okay, we're pretty good on gas. We don't need to get gas right now because the gas station is right there. So right now we are making our way back home so we can get this gigantic trailer to work. Let me just make another another huge turn right here. Oh my goodness, these turns are so big. Let me also check on time. I don't know how we're doing on time. What time is it? Oh my goodness, dude, it's already 10 a.m. I swear, time flies. So let's make a turn right there because our house is gonna be onto the right side. So let's pull into the driveway. I don't know if I should back up. I feel like I should. You know what? I'm gonna go with my gut and I'm gonna back this trailer up because it's gonna be way easier for us to get out when we're finished loading up these trucks. So let me carefully do this. Let me see if I still got it. Oh no, this is super difficult. Oh my goodness, that was actually really good. I did it within one try. Now I think I'm gonna pull the brake, park it right here, turn off the engine, and let's quickly put on those hazards because we're gonna start loading up these trucks. Let me just put down the rims and there we go. And I think I also need to move out the truck from the driveway. So let's move the GMC Denali right to the side right here. It's gonna be really quick, do not worry. So let's hop out and we can now open the garage. So I'm gonna open this garage and then I'm gonna open this one as well. Look at those puppies. Oh yeah. So I think let's get this one loaded up first. I'm gonna hop in, turn it back on, and let me carefully get these onto the rams. Boom. The first truck is gonna go right here. Let me quickly turn it off. We're gonna throw down the straps. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then let me grab the second truck, which I don't know which truck this is. I think this is gonna be a 4. Correct me if I'm wrong, you guys. But we're gonna pull it out anyways. And you guys know the drill. We're gonna put it on top of the back of the trailer. Careful, careful. That should be good right there. Now we just gotta put it in park. Turn off the engine. We're gonna quickly strap it down to the bottom. Oh yeah, we gotta make sure this thing does not fall off because I can sometimes drive a little bit clumsy and a little bit reckless. Anyways, let's pull up the rims before we do head out. Oh my goodness, look at my TRX. This thing is squatting. You know what? We are not gonna be taking the TRX. Let me quickly disconnect it. Dude, this thing was squatting to the ground. And instead, we are gonna be taking the GMC Denali because this thing is built to carry a lot of power. So I'm gonna, you know what? Let's pull in the TRX. Why not? Pull in the TRX. Oh, hold on. I gotta turn off those hazards. And then we're gonna be able to close up the garage. And then let me close this one as well. And before we do hop in the GMC, I kind of want to open up the tailgate because actually, you know what? We don't have to. For a second, I thought we were gonna be using this hitch right there, but I forgot we just gotta connect it to this hitch at the rear of the bed. So let's quickly connect it to the trailer. Let me carefully back up. And we are now connected. Now we can get out of here. We're gonna make a right turn onto the dirt road. Come on, careful. Oh, this thing is super heavy. Oh, come on, keep going. This is super heavy, you guys. You guys have no idea how heavy that thing is. But we are now rolling. Let's make a right turn onto this dirt road right here. And we should now officially be heading towards the mechanic shop so we can customize and throw on the new tires onto these trucks. And we're probably gonna test them out. Oh, we could actually bring them over here. That's actually a good idea. We could bring them over here. You know what? I think we are gonna bring them over here because if you guys didn't know, that's actually like the second or third most difficult mudding pit in APM. But let's make sure the road is clear. Let's cross because we are carrying a lot of vehicles right now. It definitely looks like it. We have officially arrived at the mechanic shop. Now, I think I'm gonna open one of these big ones right here. So let's open this huge garage and let me turn around. Dude, I'm telling you, we are gonna cook with these builds right now. A little bit more and that is gonna be perfect. So we can start unloading these trucks. We're gonna throw down the ramps first and then we're gonna hop in and we are gonna begin with this one right here. So let's hop in, turn this thing on, and let's quickly roll into the shop so we can get this thing customized. So we're gonna click on wheels, we're gonna click on tires, and we are gonna be actually removing the lettering. I'm not a fan of the lettering since I just feel like it doesn't match with the truck, but I am gonna be throwing some off-roading tires and I'm gonna increase the sidewall just a tad bit, nothing too much, and we're gonna be increasing the height of this thing. Look at that. Honestly, I feel like I should also make my tires a little bit more beefier. So let me quickly fix this. We're gonna make these tires a little bit bigger. There we go. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but they are now much more beefier. So let me, did my truck move? What the heck? That's weird. Anyways, this is gonna be the brand new setup for these tires. Let me quickly show you guys in the sun. Look at that. Dude, they look so much better. Holy moly. That is crazy. All right, I'm so excited. Let me quickly also add a roll bar and a headache rack. So let me quickly go to attachments. I'm actually gonna remove these lights and I'm gonna be placing that kind of light bar. Let's put some mudding flaps because we are gonna be mudding and some nice roll roll bars. Is that it? Oh no, we could also add some running boards. Which one's good? Oh, I like this one. All right, I'm gonna go with this one. And this is gonna be the final product of our mudding truck. I think this actually might be the best mudding truck in APMWs in the chat. What the hell is going on? All right, next up is gonna be this truck right here. So let's get it down into the shop and let's quickly fix up the tires. So let me get the off-roading tires. Ooh, these look nice. You know what? Let's keep it. We're gonna increase the sidewall. We're gonna make it a little bit tighter. I mean higher, not tighter. And I think that's it. I don't think I have to add anything. All right, that was actually pretty easy. So I'm gonna get this thing back loaded onto the trailer so we can start making our way towards the mudding spots. Look at that. Dude, these tires look so nice. Holy moly, guacamole. Yeah, these are actually pretty sick. Now let me load this one on. There we go. Engine is off and we can now pull up the ramps and close this gigantic garage just like so. We are now ready to test these monsters out. All right, so the mudding pit is gonna be right down near the police station. I think I showed you guys. We might have passed by it, but pretty much we're gonna make our way back towards that location so we can test out these puppies out. We are now arriving. I'm gonna throw on those hazards and we're gonna quickly park up right here on the side of the grass so we won't have to be blocking the main road. Let me just finish adjusting myself. There we go. Turn it off and let's start unloading these trucks. Dude, I am so excited to test them out. I want to know if they're actually gonna work a little bit better than before. But we are gonna begin with this one right here. I'm gonna quickly change the drivetrain to 4-wheel drive and we are gonna begin by putting this truck to the test. Let's see how this thing is gonna handle. All right, not too bad, not too. Oh, are we actually stuck or do we need a little bit more power? Oh, there you go. We are so muddy. Look at this. We look so nasty, but look at that. We managed to go through the first half. Now the second half is gonna be right here. There's actually a giant hole right here, so we gotta go towards this side. Oh no, this is gonna be really bad. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Get out, get out. Holy moly, guacamole. I almost ended up getting dirty, you guys. Oh, I think my hand got dirty. All right, let's continue going. We're almost finished with this mudding pit. Come on, keep going. Dude, I'm just stepping on the gas and I'm just praying this thing does not stop or get stuck. But it looks like we have arrived to the end. Let's go. W's in the chat. Should we get a free car wash? Let's get a free car wash. Why is my truck brown? What the hell? Alrighty, let's go back right here because we still have one more truck to test out. So you know what? Let me just park this thing right here on the side as well. We're gonna throw this in park and oh my goodness, look at my hand. Oh my goodness, I think my shirt got dirty as well. Yuck, that's gross. I'm gonna have to take a shower when I get home. So let's get off. We're gonna be testing out this puppy now. This thing is such a beauty. I kind of don't want to go in the mud because it's gonna look so bad, but we have no choice but to test it out. Let me also change the drivetrain to 4-wheel drive, not just 2 wheels. I'm gonna go around that. That is dangerous. And honestly, this thing has definitely not get stuck yet, but it looks like we are now completely covered in mud. Let me turn on those lights. Ooh, look at those lights. They look so nice. And you know what? I'm gonna try to go on this side right here. Come on, do not go, do not fall in the hole. Dude, that was so scary. We almost ended up in the hole. We're almost finished. This is the last mile. We just gotta step on it and go as fast as we can. Dude, this thing actually performs really good. The suspension is one of the best, and I'm gonna go as far as to say that this actually has better suspension than the other truck. But look at that, dude. We are so muddy right now. Let me just turn off my lights and take a look at these trucks. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. I'm gonna go and take a shower because look how dirty and stinky I look. But I think we did a really good job with these trucks right here. Let me know if I cooked. But until then, I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another American Plains mudding video. And today we have a beautiful classic truck right here that we are going to be turning into a complete monster for off-roading. Well, I guess for mudding specifically. So we're going to turn this thing into a mudding monster and then give it back to my friend because this is actually my friend's truck. But anyways, if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it does mean a lot to me. And let's begin with the video. So first things first is we need a trailer because once we're done customizing it and testing it out, we're going to go and drop it off. We're going to go and drop it off at my buddy's house since that is going to be his truck that he wanted me to give it that makeover because he knows I build some of the best off-roading trucks in the APM. Just take a look at my TRX. This thing is a complete beast and I've seen so many people do similar builds like this because they like my style. But anyways, we are here at the trailer store. Let's pull in and let's quickly grab a trailer, which I think I ordered one this morning, and I think it's gonna be this one. Let me just carefully back this thing up, and we're gonna get it connected. There we go, and let's head out because we're gonna make our way back home so we can get this thing loaded up on the back, and we're gonna give it a nice customization at the mechanic shop. I think it's called Tenny or Tenny's. Yeah, I don't know. I've been playing this game for a while. Anyways, that's not the point. Let's make a left turn, and there we go. And by the way, I am speeding and going really fast because it's already 9 a.m. and time, you guys know, time goes really fast in this game now. So let's make a left turn right here. Let's pull in. There we go. So the truck is gonna be right here. So let me quickly turn around just like so, and I'm gonna slowly back up. Let me carefully do this, and then I think this is gonna be the perfect spot to load up the truck. So I'm gonna hop out, I'm gonna throw down the ramps, and then I'm gonna hop into this beautiful truck. Look at this thing. This thing is a complete beast. This thing is in perfect condition, and we're gonna be turning it into one of the best off-roading trucks because we're even gonna go and test it at a brand new mudding spot they kind of revamped in the game and no one really talked about. So we're gonna start making our way towards the mechanic shop. Let me just throw up the ramps. Oh, I was in the way. Come on, go up. Oh no, my ramps aren't working. What's going on? Hello? My ramps do not want to work, you guys. I think we might just take the trailer like that. Hold on, let me try to move this thing a little bit forward. Maybe I need to do this. Let's see. Maybe this is gonna work. I'm gonna hop out and then I'm gonna try to pull up the ramps again, and yep, the ramps do not want to work, you guys. What the hell? Anyways, we're gonna strap down the truck on each side of the trailer just like so, and we're gonna head out even with the ramps down. I don't know what to do. I'm literally pressing on the ramps and they are not moving at all. I don't know what's wrong with that. Anyways, we're not gonna let that ruin our trip because we have a long day today. So let's make a right turn right here. Honestly, it's not struggling as much as I thought because this TRX has like over like 700 horsepower. It might even have like 1,000 horsepower. I know this thing carries a lot of horsepower, so it has no issue pulling the trailer even if the ramps are dragging on the ground. Alrighty everyone, we are now back in town. Let me just make a quick stop just to make sure the intersection is clear. There we go. And let's actually go through the back because there's kind of a little shortcut around here that we could go through to arrive at the mechanic shop really fast. Look at that. That was pretty easy, you guys. Alright, so I'm gonna get this thing turned around. Careful. And since I can't back this thing up, I'm just gonna unload the truck from here. Let me just quickly open this up. There we go. And we're gonna unload this beauty right here. Dude, I am so excited. I don't know what color I'm gonna do. Should I do like a dark orange? I think that would be a really nice color. So I'm gonna quickly turn off the engine. Let's quickly give it a nice paint job. Dude, look at that. Not bad. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Let me just add some reflectance. Oh dude, we're cooking, chat. We're gonna max out the engine. We're gonna add 2 turbochargers. This thing is gonna be a complete rocket. And now this is going to be the fun part because we're gonna be adding some suspension to the front and then we're gonna add some towards the rear just like so. And for the minimum length, I just like to max it out all the way. There you go. Now I am gonna add some camber, just a little bit, just a tiny bit. Add some spring force. I'm gonna make the wheels a little bit bigger, just a tiny bit, not too much. We're gonna make them a little bit thicker. Oh yeah, this thing is gonna be a beast, you guys. I'm gonna fix the offset just a little bit. Take a look, just a little. We're gonna tuck it in a little bit. All right. Oh my goodness, we're cooking, chats. Should I make the tires a little bit wider? I don't know if they're not wide enough. They kind of look skinny. All right, I'm gonna widen them just a little bit more. All right, I think they're wide enough. Now we can move on to the rims. Technically, these aren't rims. These are wheels. So let's go through. I don't know which one I'm gonna go. And ooh, these look really nice. Holy moly. I think I'm actually gonna go with these. I'm not even kidding. Oh, what the hell? What's going on? All right, so I don't really see any good ones that I like besides these ones right here. I think those are beautiful. Oh, these are nice though, but I'm still going towards these. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go with these. My heart is saying to go with those. And to make them a little bit better, I'm gonna make the wheels chrome. So we're gonna go to rims. We're gonna add some reflectance. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. And we're gonna add some attachments. I don't know what kind of attachments I am gonna add. Maybe some light bar, a winch, just in case we get stuck. Ooh, a topper. That is sick. Let's add a topper. I think that looks pretty cool. I am gonna add some mud flaps to the back. Let me add 2 more. Oh yeah, we're cooking, chats. And then I am gonna add, oh actually, you know what? I don't think we need a roll bar. Yeah, I don't think we need a roll bar since we do have the topper in the rear. And lastly, to finish off this build, we are gonna add some running boards, which let's go and see which one looks good on this. All right, not bad, not bad. Ooh, I like this one. What about this one? I think this one's pretty nice. I like this one actually. I'm digging this. All right, let me go through these 2. 1, 2. I'm not sure, you guys. Yeah, I'm not sure which one to go go to, I like this one though. I think this one's pretty sick. This one's also really cool. Dude, there is so many choices. And I think that is gonna be it, right? I think that's it for the build. Look at this. Holy moly, chat. Did we cook today? Let me actually put this thing into the sun and let's give it a nice 360. We got the brand new off-roading rims on this beautiful truck right here. Oh my goodness. I seriously cooked with this. Let me know in the comments if I actually cooked with this. I honestly think I did like a 10 out of 10 job. But we got a winch just in case this thing gets stuck. Some nice lights at the top if it gets really dark under the trees. Brand new mud flap and this beautiful topper that goes in the rear so we can throw in all of the things we need when we go off-roading. But now is the time to put this thing to the test. So I'm going to get this thing loaded back onto the trailer. But before I do, I'm going to close up the door just like so. So I'm going to hop in and I'm going to carefully try to load this back into the trailer. Oh, careful. We don't want this thing to tip over. Perfect. Awesome. All right. So we've got our pickup loaded up the trailer. We're going to throw up the ramps, which honestly, I did not think it was going to work. No way. I'm actually surprised. And now is the time to make our way towards the first mudding spot, which is actually going to be, oh, I missed it. It's right back there. So I'm going to quickly turn around, do a little turn right here. Oh, that was a really tight turn. This is going to be the easy one. And then we'll go to the most difficult mudding spots in APM. So I'm going to throw down the ramp and let's give it a test. Let's see how this thing performs in the mud. We're going to go 4-wheel drive. So let's go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Oh my goodness. I'm so nervous, you guys. Hopefully this thing can actually perform well. All right, let's go through this part of the mud. Oh, careful. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Oh no, we're getting muddy. Oh, look at that. Dude, we're eating those bumps right there. Oh, careful. Take it slow. You guys. And then we're going to go and finish this track. All right. I'm actually really surprised that it's not performing bad at all, or it's getting stuck since of the height that we added onto the truck. Let's go. We're almost finished. We're on the last mile and boom. That was the easiest thing for this truck. Look at this. Not too shabby, you guys. But we're going to get this thing loaded back onto the trailer for the real test. Put it in park. Engine is off. Let me just quickly throw up the ramps just like so. And let's make our way to the most difficult one in APM. Now, this one is not going to be too far away. It's going to be near the police station right here. So let's make our way over there. And honestly, I'm thinking about getting a quick car wash so we can clean our truck. Look at that. It's like brand spanking new. Let's make a left turn. We're going to quickly check, make sure the road is clear and cross that intersection. And the mudding spot should be somewhere around here. I don't see it. I think I need to pull in right here. And oh, I think it's right there. I see it. All right, so I'm going to quickly pull in into this person's random driveway. Hopefully he doesn't get mad or I'm going to be really cooked. So we're going to turn on the emergency lights because this is not an emergency. Well, I guess this is an emergency. We have to put it to the test. So I'm going to hop in. We're going to get this thing unloaded and let's begin with the last final test. Yeah, I'm kind of nervous because this is actually the most difficult mudding trail in American Plains mudding, but let's see how this thing handles. All right, we're starting off pretty strong. Oh no, that was really deep. Holy moly, guacamole. I think I need to go through the mud right here. Dude, there's no way this thing is actually so good at this. All right, not too bad. Let me just turn off those lights and oh my goodness. Dude, I cannot believe we survived that. Okay, the truck is still running, which is a good thing. We're almost finished. Come on, let's keep going. Do not flip over. All right, I see the end of the mudding pit, which is going to be right here. So let's finish this off. So, oh my goodness, this thing is so deep. I'm going to go through this part and we are going to be done with the most difficult mudding pit in America. Oh my goodness. Well, that's a free car wash right there. In American Plains mudding. What the heck happened to me, you guys? Are you serious right now? Anyways, it looks like I need to take a shower, but hey, at least my truck is looking so good. Let me get this thing turned around and I'm going to get this thing loaded back on the trailer. Let me just go through here, back onto the dirt road. And where is the road where, oh, it's right here. This is the road where we came from. So I'm going to load it up back in the trailer, park it, engine is off, and let's throw up the ramps. And honestly, I'm probably going to walk inside the house and take a quick shower. Hopefully no one is home because I might get kicked out. Hello? Anyone home? I don't think anyone's home. I'm going to borrow your quick shower. So warm. Well, after a good shower, I am all cleaned up and we can now deliver the brand new truck. Oh, hold on. Let me open that up to my buddy's house. So let's go and get it delivered to his house. And honestly, I really want this truck. Dude, this thing is a beautiful truck. One of the best builds I have ever done in this game. But enough of the yap. Let me turn around just like so. And let's make our way towards my buddy's house. But like I was saying, I think one of my best builds is probably the T-Rex because look at this thing. This thing is such a beauty. I spent probably well over 10 minutes building this thing. But anyways, my buddy's house is gonna be down the road, so I'm gonna start slowing down. I'm gonna turn on those blinkers just like so. I'm gonna start pulling in, and I wonder if he's home. I don't think he's gonna be home today. Anyways, that's fine. We'll just deliver it and leave it at his driveway. So when he gets back, he's gonna be so happy when he sees his brand new truck. So we're gonna get this thing parked up right here. Let me carefully park, turn it off, and holy moly, what a beauty. Dude, I cannot stop glazing at. But anyways, we're gonna make our way back home because I am starving. Alright, everyone, we are now back home. Home sweet home. I'm gonna park up the TRX right here because we are done for this video. But if you guys did enjoy this build and update, let me know in the comments if you guys did enjoy it as well, and smash the like button and subscribe because it does mean a lot to me. Until then, I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we're gonna be playing Southern Modding once again because we have a brand new car that was added and I haven't done a video on it until today. Let me actually open this garage because it's gonna be in here. Can you guys guess what it is? 3, 2, 1. Yep, if you said off-road mudding truck, then you are correct. Look at this thing. We have a new mud monster into this game. Look at this beauty. I really didn't get to test it to its fullest potential until in today's video. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. So the first things first is that we gotta go and pick up a trailer so we can get that thing connected and take it to the mechanic shop and get it fully customized and ready to go off-roading. So let's see. I think I'm gonna take my GMC right here. Let me actually just move my Corvette, or actually, what is this? My Camaro. I think this is my Camaro out of the way, and I'm gonna park it right in front of here. Oh, hold on, that's really bad. That's embarrassing. And by the way, look at my brand new off-roading tornado chaser truck. Look at this. This thing is insane. Anyways, let me hop into the truck right here. Let's get this thing turned on and let's make our way to the trailer store because we're gonna get a huge trailer, or at least a trailer long enough so we can grab that monster truck and take it to the mechanic shop because I want to fix it up, add some turbos, superchargers, and change the color on that thing because I am not a fan of the black. I think it's too dark. But anyways, here we are at the trailer store. So let me get this thing connected to my pickup just like so. We are now connected, and let's start making our way back to our farmhouse because we also don't have too much time. We only have about 3 hours of daylight time, so we have to be really fast. But anyways, here's my farmhouse. I'm gonna start pulling in, and then I'm gonna turn around so we can get this monster truck loaded up on the trailer. So I think that is gonna be good right there. Let me hop out and let's throw down the ramps just like so, and then let's hop into this thing right here. Oh my goodness, what a freaking beast. Let's hope and pray that this thing fits on the trailer. Oh my goodness, I cannot see. Wait a minute, it fits. No way, dude, it fits on here. Yo, that is crazy. I did not think it was gonna fit. All right, let's put up the ramps and let's start making our way to the mechanic shop so we can get this quickly customized, and then we're gonna be able to take it to the swamp because that is actually gonna be the place that we're gonna test this truck out. But here we are back in the city. As you guys can see, the mechanic shop is on the right side, so I think I'm gonna turn this thing around, back up, and drop this monster truck into the garage. Actually, you know what, let me just park on the side. Oh wait, I just remembered there's a back road. Oh, this is easy. All right, perfect. So I'm gonna park it right here, and then let's put up the ramps just like so, and let's open the garage. Nice. So let's get into this beast and let's load her into the shop so we can start fixing her, or at least upgrading. Yeah, that's what I mean, upgrading her. So for the color, let's do, oh yeah, that actually looks good. Yeah, I'm gonna do a white suspension. Ooh, we can make this taller. Oh yeah, now we're talking. And the engine, we're just gonna max it out, 25% extra power, 2 superchargers and 2 turbochargers, and I think that is gonna be it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna add any more attachments, and oh, you know what, that looks good. All right, I think that is gonna be it. Let me actually turn this thing on, and oh my goodness, yo, this thing is a brand new machine. Yo, this thing is so fast. I'm barely stepping on the gas and this thing is jumping. But let me get this thing loaded up on the back of this trailer just like so, and let's pull up the ramp and let's close this right here. There we go, we closed that, and now we can make our way to the swamp and test out this monster truck. So let me hop in, and then we're gonna make a right turn on this road right here. And honestly, it's not gonna be too much of a far drive. It's probably gonna be like a 2-minute drive if I step on it, which I am gonna do because like I said, we don't have too much time in this video. We have like, what is it? Oh my goodness, we have about 2 hours left. left. I cannot believe 1 hour just went by so freaking fast, you guys. But we have an intersection right here, so let's make a left turn. And if you guys didn't know, this intersection right here is going to take us to the swamp that they added. It might have been the beginning of last month. So if you guys haven't seen it, then here it is. There's even alligators inside of this swamp. But let me pull over. Let me see. Where should I pull over? I think I'm gonna pull over right around here. I think this should be good right here. So let's put it in park and let's get this bad boy unloaded from here. So let's throw down the ramps and let me jump into this thing. Oh my goodness, this is so huge. All right, we are now off the trailer and I think we should start. You know what? Let's start on this side and then we'll be able to travel across the swamp and then make our way back to the trailer. So here goes nothing. In 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Oh my goodness, this is so terrifying. Oh, where are the alligators? Oh, there's an alligator right there. Oh my goodness. Yo, this thing is a beast. This thing is not having any trouble. And let's go through here. All right, we saw one alligator so far. It had its mouth open. Oh my goodness, there's another alligator. Holy moly. No, 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 no. There's an alligator. This is so scary. Let's go on the road. Hold on, hold on. Yo, that is crazy. All right, let's go back. I kind of got scared because I saw the alligators. I didn't want it to attack me. So let's go through the back and then we're gonna go by the house and then towards the other road. So okay, this thing is kind of struggling. It is super deep. Dude, this swamp is so deep. But let's go through here just like so. And dude, this is such a rough ride. I am not having fun. Look at this. Actually, I am having fun. I kind of lied. But here we are. I see the road right here and oh my goodness, you guys, we actually did it. That was actually pretty difficult, so I'm not gonna lie. And look at my tires. Oh, I had my brake on. Never mind. But what an insane joyride, you guys. Alrighty, everyone. I also brought the truck right here. I forgot to test it out on this mudding track as well. So let's give it a nice spin and let's see how this thing performs. So let me hop in and let's start on the right side and then we're gonna make our way all around this entire track. So let's see how fast we can do it. So it looks like we have, oh my goodness, look at this. Yo, that is crazy. We're catching a lot of air. Oh my goodness. Oh no, my truck is getting dirty. Oh no. Just ignore that, by the way. Let me turn off ABS just to see if there's a difference. And let's go through here and then we're gonna make our way back and then we should be finished with this track. And oh my goodness, I missed the logs. I'm sorry. There you go. I went over the logs kind of. Oh my goodness, we just hit the barriers. We're pretty much done. Wait a minute. I think I forgot to do this. Yes, I forgot to do this jump. Hold on. I think we do it from the other side. Hold on. Let's go on the other side and let's do this huge jump right here because that looks insane. So let's turn around right here. Just like so. And then let's go jump on these hills and let's see how crazy we can go in the air. So, all right. Oh, that's not too bad. And oh my goodness. Holy moly. We almost went forward. Oh my goodness. That could have been so bad. But if you guys take a look right here, there's a huge ramp, which we're going to be doing right now. So if I can get to the top of this, I'm struggling a lot, you guys. Oh no, we're sliding back. I think my tires are too muddy. I need to catch a lot of speed. Alrighty, let's do this one more time. I'm gonna go really fast. Come on, come on. All right, nice. We made it. That's what we needed. Third time is a charm, but now it's time to go and test the ramp. Oh no, this is scary. This is so scary. Oh no, what the heck? Oh, we landed. Perfect. Yeah, I'm a professional driver, you guys. Oh my goodness, never mind. But look at this. We have a mud pit right here. I kind of want to take it through this mud pit as well. So let's give it a little run and let's see how dirty we get. So in 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Oh my goodness. Yo, we just caught some air. No way. That is crazy. Let me turn off ABS. Dude, I'm getting muddy. I think I'm getting muddy. All right, let's make a turn right here. Yo, that was pretty cinematic. I'm not gonna lie. We're almost done and oh, there's a branch. We just destroyed that branch. I need to get back on the road. Look at my truck. It is so freaking muddy and oh my goodness, look at this. We are so muddy. This is so disgusting. Where's the road? I need to make an emergency exit. Look at this. Look how muddy my truck is. Yo, this is pretty disgusting. I think we might have to take this to the car wash. All right, I think we are pretty much done with having all this fun. I think we have about 30 minutes to make our way back home. So let me get this thing loaded back on the trailer. Alrighty, everyone. I got the monster truck loaded up on the trailer. Somehow it's on there because look at how close it is to the edges. But I'm going to start making my way to the car wash and I'll meet you guys over there. Alrighty, everyone. We are here at the car car wash, and I don't know if my monster truck is gonna fit in the car wash, but it doesn't hurt to try. So let's quickly pull down the ramps. Let's get in the monster truck and let's quickly give it a wash. Let's see if this fits. And oh my goodness, you guys, it barely fits. Look at this, it barely freaking fits. But let's turn on, where's the pressure washer? All right, let me grab the pressure washer and let's start cleaning this thing on. All right, it's starting to look better. Let me also turn on the one on the ceiling. So let's do that. Dude, oh my goodness, it looks like brand new. Yo, this looks so nice. Let's go. All right, I think we are done. Let me put this back. All right, there we go. And let me hop into this thing and let's take a look at how this thing looks. And oh my goodness, yo, this thing looks brand spanking new. But let me get back in my truck. I just loaded up the monster truck and we're gonna start making our way back home. But honestly, you guys, I had so much fun today because not only did we take this brand new machine to the mechanic shop and upgraded it, we got the monster truck with a brand new paint job and we were able to test it out to its limit at the swamp and at the mud track, or what is it called? I think it's a mud track, right? Anyways, we took it to the mudding spot and took it off-roading. But we are now back home. I'm gonna get my trailer parked right at the edge of my driveway, right around here. Let me just put down the ramps and honestly I'm just gonna unload it later. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys onto the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another southern mudding video, and today we're gonna be taking this monster truck. It's gonna be like a, what is this, an off-roading slash mudding truck. This thing is a complete beast. Look at the suspension on this thing. Yo, this is no joke. Oh my goodness, look how intricate this thing is. I've actually never really paid attention to this thing. But anyways, we're gonna be taking this mudding truck to the brand new mudding pit they added in today's update. Well, I think the update came yesterday, but anyways, we're gonna be taking, let's take a 6x6 because we're gonna go and grab a trailer so we can take that big boy right there. It's bigger, dude. It is way bigger than my 6x6. So we're gonna make our way into the city and get this trailer so we can bring it back and connect it and get it loaded on top of that. So we are now in the city. Let's see, where is the trailer? I think the trailer is gonna be right down here. Ooh, there's a couple of trailers. Let's see, which trailer are we gonna be taking today? So I don't know which trailer to take today. Yeah, this one is way too long. We're not gonna be taking this one at all, but I think we are going to be taking this one right here. So let me get back into 6x6, my favorite Ford Raptor. So let me get this thing turned on. Let me turn around and let's back up so we can get it connected to my hitch. I think that's what it's called, hitch, or is it called a ditch? I think it's called a hitch. But let's get out of here. Let's start making our way back home so we can take the mudding truck to our first location, which is going to be located right down there. And then we're gonna make our way to the second spot, which is going to be the new mudding spot. So make sure you guys stick along, and if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's continue with going back to our house. So this is going to be our house right here. So let me pull into the driveway just like so, and let me actually turn around. Yeah, let me turn around right here because we're gonna load up the truck. So let me hop out, let me pull down the ramps just like so, and let's get into this huge machine. All right, we're in this thing, and I don't know if this is actually going to fit on here. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a tight fit. All right, let me get a little bit closer, and awesome, perfect. So time to throw up the ramps just like that, and look at that, we have our monster mudding truck on top of this trailer, and we can now make our way to the first location. So let me turn on this bad boy, and look at the train we got going on. This is a lot, kind of heavy, and I'm gonna try to turn right here without hitting my super expensive truck, and I think that is going to be good. Awesome, we can now start making our way over there. I'm super excited, you guys. I also ended up going to the brand new swamp in my latest video on my main channel, so make sure if you guys do want to check that one out, then you're gonna have to go and head over to my main channel. But here we are. This is going to be the first spot that we're gonna be testing out the mudding truck. I'm super excited. Let me just pull over right around here and let's get the thing unloaded. But we gotta begin by unloading the ramps, and let me hop in here so we can start testing this bad boy. Look at this, this thing is so tall. All right, where should we begin? I think we should begin on this side right here. Yeah, let's begin on this side. I think I'm gonna turn off ABS because I do not want this thing to be having that kind of restriction. But let me get this thing started and let's make our way around the track. We're gonna try to go around the track, and oh, okay, not bad, not bad. Look at this, look at this. Oh, let me try to drift. And okay, so where did I go from here? I think I go this side. All right, let's continue going on this side, and then we'll make our way back over here. And big jump, look. Oh my goodness, yo, that jump was massive. Yo, that's freaking crazy. All right, let's continue going, and we got one more jump. One, and oh yes, we're doing it. And drift. Oh, whoops. Sorry. I kind of ended up hitting the sidewall with my tires, but let's make our way back because we're gonna go through the middle. Come on. Oops. I keep hitting the obstacles. That's fine. That's fine. This thing is indestructible. All right, let's go through this part and then up this hill. I do not know if it's gonna make it. Let's... Oh, come on, come on, come on. Yes, yes. No way. It actually went over that hill right there. All right, let's do this part and we should be pretty much done. And... Look at that. A 10 out of 10. Yo, this thing is a complete machine. So let's go back, drift right there, and oh my goodness, look how muddy my truck is. Oh, this is not good. We're gonna have to take this to the car wash, but after we finish with our second check. So let's back this thing up and let's get it loaded back on the trailer because we still have one more track to go, which is gonna be the brand new one. So I'm gonna carefully load this up. Oh, yep, I knew it. I was parked way too much on the left side. So let me readjust myself. Gotta make sure this is good now. All right, and I think that might be good. If this thing slips, that's not gonna be no bueno. So let's get out of here. All right, let's start making our way to this second truck. And now this second truck is gonna be located near the swamp, the brand new swamp. So it's part of the expansion that dropped yesterday. So let's start making our way over there. But so far, I am very, very impressed with this truck. Let me know what you guys think about this mudding truck. Are you guys not impressed? This thing does not only handle the mud like a complete beast, but it can go uphill like a complete breeze. So I'm very impressed so far with this truck. But we have an intersection right around here, so let me put on my blinkers and let's make a left turn onto this road. Awesome. Not bad, not bad, not too shabby. But let me quickly check my phone just to make sure we are going the right way, because if we're not, then yeah, that's not gonna be good. Oh my goodness, it is literally right here. So this is gonna be the brand new mudding pit. Dude, it's actually bigger than the other one. I think so. It definitely does look bigger than the other one. But I see the entrance for this mudding pit right on the side, so we're gonna make a right turn just like so. And let me turn on my emergency lights because we're gonna park right on the side of the road just around here. I think this is gonna be a nice parking spot. I don't want to obstruct the road too much, but let me turn off my engine and let's get this thing unloaded so we can test it onto this track right here. Oh my goodness, this looks crazy. So let me hop in and let me get this thing onto the track. So let's go. We're just gonna rip it from the beginning. So let's go. Oh, whoa. Look at this. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And I think we're gonna go around right here. Oh, yo, dude, I am so muddy right now. Oh my goodness. Yo, actually, first person is crazy. Look at this. First person looks insane. It looks actually pretty fun if I were to do this in real life. Not that you should. All right, let me carefully back up and let's go through here. Actually, I see a log right there. I kind of want to go on top of it. Can I do that? All right, I have an idea. Let's go back to this like little island. Oh, dude, this thing is so deep. Look how deep this thing is. Oh my goodness, it's so deep, you guys. All right, let's go on top of this little island and I'm gonna try to go on to that log right there. Let's test it out. Let's see how good this thing is. And oh, come on. Oh no, is that a fail? Let me try this again. All right, we're gonna get a little bit more speed and look at that, we went over the log. Well, halfway actually. I mean, technically we did go over it, but let's get out of here. Oh my goodness, look at my truck. Look how muddy this thing is, dude. Hopefully my engine is not dirty right now. If my engine is dirty, then that means that this truck can break down. But let's give it one more run and then we're gonna make our way to the car wash so we can clean this truck. Wee. Okay, this is fun. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the most fun I've had since yesterday. But let's go through this. Come on, big jump. Oh yeah, dude, this thing can go over rocks like if they were like little pebbles. Yo, that's insane. All right, let me get this thing back loaded up on the trailer because I think it's starting to become night. Let me turn that bad boy off and let's throw up the ramps. All right, let me carefully back up so we can make a gigantic U-turn just like so, and we should be out of here. We're gonna make our way to the car wash, so I'll meet you guys over there. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back in the city. We're gonna go into the car wash because this thing is super dirty. So let me park right around here. Let me turn on my emergency lights again and wait. Okay, for a second I thought I did not put up my ramps, but I did. Thankfully I did. I am not forgetful. That's nice to know. All right, so let's pull into one of these car washers thingies, and oh my goodness, I cannot believe my truck barely fits. Dude, my truck barely fits. Look at this, it's so big. All right, so let me grab the pressure washer. Let's do that and let's start washing this thing. I'm gonna wash the tires. There we go. And I think we're almost finished cleaning this truck. Look at this, it's starting to look like brand new. Let me just clean the undercarriage just like so. We gotta make sure our suspension does not rust, and we are gonna be done. Look at this. Hold on, I cannot see right now. Let me quickly pull this thing out so we can get a good look. And look at this, it is like brand spanking new. That means we can load up our truck back onto the trailer just like so, turn it off, and pull up the ramps so we can go back home. So let's pull into the driveway, and honestly I don't think I'm gonna unload everything. I'm just gonna disconnect my trailer because I'm feeling a little bit lazy today. So let me get a little bit close to the end of the concrete, disconnect it, and let me get back in my truck because I'm gonna get it parked right next to my, wait, what is this? Camaro. Yeah, it's like a Camaro Z01. Super nice sports car. I love it. It's a good old American V8 power into this thing. But anyways, what time is it? Oh my goodness, the sun is starting to go down. All right, so that means I gotta say my goodbyes, you guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. Good morning, everyone. What time is it? Oh my goodness, it's already midday. I've been sleeping all day. In that case, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be playing Southern Mudding. And the reason we're going to be playing Southern Mudding is because with all the customization features, you can actually build rally cars, or in this case rally trucks, in Southern Mudding. So we are going to be building, let me just open this up, 4 insane vehicles built for rally. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it means so much to me. And let's begin with the video. So I think we should start off, I don't know, you guys. I kind of want to start off with the TRX. I really love the TRX. So let's pull it out, and this is going to be the first vehicle that we are going to test. So let's quickly take this to the shop. I'm thinking about making this into a nice dark blue. That is probably what is in my mind, a nice dark blue for the TRX. And of course, we're gonna upgrade the engine and then throw on some rally tires on this bad boy. And oh my goodness, this thing is already slipping really bad. Wait, hold on. I quickly want to test this thing out and see how fast this thing is. So let's do a little test, and holy moly, this thing is fast. I did not think this truck was fast at all. But anyways, we are at the customization shop. So let's quickly open up the garage doors so we can pull in the TRX. And now we just pull this thing, turn off the engine because I do not want to be hearing this thing. And then we can now customize the color, which is going to be like probably like a nice blue like that. Hold on, I don't like this blue. It kind of looks too much of a teal color. Ooh, I like this color. Look at this. This is a really nice color right here. Let me just add some reflectance, and boom. Oh my goodness, this thing looks really nice. All right, next up is the tires. For the tires, we're going to be adding some extreme BOG, which is pretty much off-roading. Next up is going to be the rims. So I think for the rims, we might go with these. Oh yeah, we're going to go with those. Those look really sick. We're going to tint out the windows, make them pretty dark. And now here comes the fun part, which is going to be the suspension. So we're going to add some stiffness, some dampening, and lastly, we're going to be adding some height, just like so. I think this is a really good height. And for the wheels, I think the wheels are pretty good. Actually, you know what? We could add some offset. So let's add some offset now that I realize it. And I think this is going to be some good offset. And oh, hold on, let me do the back. The back needs way more offset. Look at that. This truck is looking really nice. Now let me just add like half an inch to the tire width, and I think that is going to be it for the tires. Now before we do leave, we're going to add 25% extra power and 2 superchargers. Now that thing is going to be super fast. And lastly, for the attachments, we're going to add this circular light. Now I do want to make my wheels like kind of dark grayish, just like so, and we are going to be done with this build, which means we can go and take this on a rally test. So let me turn off traction, and oh my goodness, this thing is super fast. Look at this. Yo, this should not be legal. Holy moly guacamole. And now there's going to be kind of like a rally track right behind where I live. So let's quickly make our way over there and let's put this thing to the test. Alrighty, everyone, we are now here at the rally track. It's kind of meant for like dirt bikes and stuff like that, but we're not going to be using it for dirt bikes. We're going to be putting it to the test for this TRX. So let's go towards the entrance, which should be right here, and let's begin in 3, 2, 1, and let's go around the track and let's see how this thing performs around. And hold on, there's a really tight turn, so let's do an awesome drift right there. So far so good, and we're gonna make another drift right here, and oh my goodness, this thing is really good at drifting. All right, we got some bumps. All right, nice. These bumps are nothing for the TRX. We're gonna make a gigantic kind of drift right here, and holy moly guacamole, this thing is a beast. And oh my goodness, we have bigger bumps. Do not flip over, dude. The suspension on this thing is king. Now we gotta make I think one last drift, and oh, kind of hit the barrier. My bad. Oh no, it looks like we got like 2 more drifts. All right, let's drift right here. This thing is really good, you guys. So far, I am really impressed on how this thing performs. I'm pretty much stepping on the gas all the way down, and oh, we got one more turn. Look at that. We managed to eat that turn, and I think we might be done. Oh no, we have more bumps, you guys. This is scary. Do not flip over. 1 and 2, and then we got the third one right here, and boom, look at that. This TRX is a champion, and we are now done with the track. Holy moly, this TRX is impressive. This has got to be the best truck we have built so far in today's video, but we have 3 more trucks to go, so let's go back and continue with the second one. And we are now back. This truck is so beautiful, and it sounds pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, but we are now back. Looks like one of the trucks disappeared because my friend had to borrow it, so we got 2 more trucks to work with. But I'm gonna get this thing parked right here. Let me just turn the wheels because it looks really cool when the wheels are turned. And now we have this kind of like I actually don't know what is this, a Ford Maverick? What the heck? It kind of looks like a Toyota Tacoma. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it definitely looks like one. But I think this should be a Ford. Actually, you know what, this is a Chevy, and it might be the Trailblazer. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, we are here at the customization shop. We're gonna pull in, turn off the engine, and let's begin customizing. I'm thinking about doing a nice dark gray on this thing. Look at that, looks pretty cool. We're gonna add extreme BOG, and for the wheels we're gonna go with the Mud Warriors. Let's add some tint. Oh yes, now the suspension, this is the good part. We're gonna increase the shock and the stiffness and the height, of course. How can we forget about the height? But the tires do look a little bit small, so we're gonna make them a little bit bigger. So let's increase the width, and let's increase the tire diameter, just like so. And obviously I want my tires to poke out a little bit, so we're gonna increase the offset. Let me just make sure the back is good. I think the back is poking a little bit too much out. All right, this should be perfect. Let's max out the engine stat, and instead of adding superchargers, we're gonna add 2 turbochargers. And of course we cannot forget about the circular light. Oh, and I forgot, I'm gonna make these kind of white. I think that would look pretty cool. And boom, look at that, we have turned another truck into hopefully another off-roading beast. But I'm gonna quickly drive to the track, and I'll meet you guys over there. Alrighty everyone, we are here at the track, so we're gonna put this truck to the test, and let's see how this thing performs, if it's gonna drift. And let's see. And oh whoa, that's a really hard turn. Maybe I need to turn off traction and ABS. Maybe it's gonna perform much. Oh yeah, it's performing way better. But we got some bumps, and oh no, yeah, that was a fail. But that will not stop us. Let's finish up the track. Maybe that was just bad luck, but we do have more bumps right here, so let's see if it's still gonna yup, this thing is not good. Yeah, this thing is not the best when it comes to off-road rally. I think, oh whoa, that was a really good drift. Actually, you know what, it's good at drifting though. Although it is better at drifting, it is so bad at these bumps. Look at this, it just flips over. This is so embarrassing. So whatever truck this thing is, I do not recommend it for rally, because these bumps are the biggest enemy to this truck. Look at this, it is so bad. Do not flip over. Even the small bumps, this thing wants to flip over. But with that in mind, we have finally and successfully finished this track safely. I'm surprised that I am still alive, you guys, but we have one more truck to go, and I'm really excited for this one. So let's go back to the farmhouse. Alrighty everyone, we are now back at the farmhouse. We're gonna get this truck parked right next to the TRX right here. So let me turn this around, doing an epic drift, and back this thing up so we can drop this thing off and continue with the last one. So let me turn the wheels because it's gonna make it look super cool, and let's begin with the last one, which is going to be a Ford Raptor. I think it is a Ford Raptor. Oh my goodness, I was about to crash. Anyways, let's take this to the mechanic shop, and let's max out the Ford Raptor into a rally beast. So I really hope this truck does not disappoint, because it's one of my favorite trucks. But we are now here with the power of editing. We managed to come here really fast, so let's pull into the garage where we opened up. We're gonna park this thing and turn off the engine. So first things first is going to be the color. I really want to do like a matte black on this thing. I think a matte black would look pretty sick, just like so. Let's add the extreme rally tires. Ooh, these look nice. I'm gonna keep these, and then I'm just gonna add some transparency to the windows, just like so. Next up, we have the suspension. We're gonna add some stiffness, and then we're gonna add some dampening, and we're gonna finish off the suspension with adding some height. Oh my goodness, this thing looks like a complete beast. Now let me just make these tires a little bit wider, just a little bit, and then we're gonna add some offset. And lastly, we're gonna add 2 turbochargers and 25% extra power with our circular lights, just like so. And I think I might make the wheels chrome. Can I make the wheels chrome? Oh no, I can't. I can make them gray. They kind of look like chrome. But anyways, let's pull out and let's put this thing to the test. So I'm gonna go and head over to the track. Alrighty, everyone, we are now at the track with our last vehicle right here, which is gonna be the Raptor R. It's a really nice Ford. Look at the color on this thing. It's a really nice black color. But let me hop in and let's get this over with. So let's go and let's see how this thing performs on this turn right here. And okay, not bad, not bad. I might have to turn off ABS and traction so it won't have any trouble. And oh, we got some bumps. Nice. It was handled pretty well by the Raptor, but we have some bigger ones. Let's see if this flips over. Oh my god. Sadly, it did flip over. I really didn't want this thing to flip over, but that is okay because we still have more bumps right there. Maybe it performs much better on those things. We're almost done with the rally tracks. Let's go over these. And oh no. Uh-oh. It does not like these bumps, you guys. But let's finish off this track. We're almost finished. I think we have one last set of bumps and I think we're ready to flip over. 1, 2, and come on, 3. Let's go. We did not flip over actually. But we are now done with the track with our off-roading vehicles that we built today. We built 3 beautiful rally trucks that we took around this track right here. But if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it means so much to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another APM video. And today we have the TRX. This is actually one of the fastest vehicles in APM and it's actually a truck. So that means we can add attachments to the rear like a hitch and another one in the bed, and we can connect some of these trailers and test out the limits of the TRX. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So I think the first test is gonna be with the campers right there. So let me hop in, let me turn this bad boy on, and we're gonna get the campers right here connected. And the goal is to make sure we hit 60 miles per hour, which I think this should have absolutely no problem. So let me get out of from the center and then we're gonna step on it all the way and let's see if we can hit 60. And look at that, that was freaking easy, you guys. Look, it's even gonna hit 100 miles per hour. That is freaking insane, you guys. Now before we do add 2 more campers, we still gotta test out the other equipment that we have over there. So I'm gonna quickly disconnect this and we're gonna make our way over there. So let me just turn around. Oh, hold on. Oh no, I'm falling. I'm kidding. This is one of the best off-roading trucks as well, so don't think I was gonna fall off that. But we are back in town. Let me just pull in, and the next test is going to be connecting this trailer with our TRX. Now I don't know if I have the correct attachment. Hold on, let me stop this thing because we're gonna be loading up this huge machine. It's kind of like used for construction and stuff like that, but we're gonna get this thing loaded up and then we're gonna see if our TRX could pull this. So let me open up the tailgate and then we're gonna add a 5th wheel attachment. So let me quickly go to the settings and add this attachment, which is gonna be located where is it? Oh, it's right here, just like so. And let's see if this thing connect. Come on, please connect. And no, it's not connecting. Oh my goodness, I think my truck is too tall. All right, I have an idea. Since it is too tall, I'm gonna lower the suspension on this thing. So let me drop it from the back and then let me drop it from the front. And now technically this should now work. Look at that. Now once we have this thing connected, I gotta disconnect it from the front so we can load up the whatever that thing is, the construction vehicle, just like so. We ended up moving a little bit forward so we can load up this machine. So let me get back into this vehicle and I think I might back into this thing, honestly. So let me back into this thing. Oh, whoa, this thing is so weird to maneuver. This feels so weird because I typically don't drive these vehicles. All right, so oh no, I missed it. Oh no, I am doing good. All right, nice. And then how do I fix this? I want to make sure I am straight. All right, I think this is straight enough. So let me turn this thing off and let me hop out. Now it technically should be connected. Let me just make sure all of the straps are onto the trailer and it looks like we are ready to go. So let me hop in back in the TRX and we're gonna do another 60 mile per hour test and see if this TRX can even, I guess, pull it to begin with, and then we'll see if it can go 60 miles per hour. So this thing is getting connected. Look at this. Oh my goodness, look how much my TRX is squatting. This is insane, you guys. This is one of the craziest tests I have done so far. Actually, you know what, let me also pull up the tailgate. I don't like when the tailgate is all the way down, but let me hop in, let me turn this bad boy on, and I think we're ready to test this out in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Come on, let's see, can it hit 60 miles per hour? And boom. Oh my goodness, this thing is flying through with this huge machine and we managed to hit 100 miles per hour. And oh my goodness, we're gonna crash. Holy moly, what did I just do? Let me hop out. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Alrighty everyone, we are now back with the TRX. Don't question what happened back there, but it doesn't matter because we are now back. And where did my trailer go? I swear, I thought I had a trailer right here. So let me go back into the store and let me place an order. So let me open up the doors and then we're gonna order the biggest trailer in the game. So let's place it right here and we're gonna hop in the TRX, and I think we might also head over to the tool store and pick up some ramps so we can load up this construction vehicle and this one as well. So this one's gonna be one of the hardest tests, I think. So let's quickly go into the plain tool store. I'm gonna park my truck right here and let's quickly go into the store and get these gigantic ramps that we're gonna need. And oh, I think they're gonna be right here. So let's pick these up, and oh my goodness, these are so heavy, you guys. Come on, let's go. Let's go. I need to throw them in the back of the bed. So there you go. They are now in the back of the bed, which means we can start making our way back to the trailer store. So let's quickly cross through, and I think my first goal is to make sure this thing is able to connect with my truck. And why is this thing connect? Oh my goodness, it did connect. Let's go. Look at this. This thing looks so weird. This should not be legal, you guys. All right, so let me back this thing up. And by the way, you guys, do not forget that we still gotta test out the full train of campers and see if that could pass the test of 60 miles per hour. But let me grab the ramps, and actually, you know what, let me get one of these back right behind the trailer because I don't know where to place these ramps. So I think this is gonna be a good spot right here. Let me just quickly hop out. I'm gonna place one ramp right there, and then I'm gonna place another ramp right there, and that should be good. So let's quickly get this thing turned on and let's see if this thing can go up onto the trailer. And look at that, that was freaking easy, you guys. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And now we have this construction vehicle loaded up on the back of the TRX, and let's see how the TRX is holding up. And oh my goodness, you guys, look at that. The TRX is not having a good time. We have one more vehicle right here, so let's hop in. I'm gonna turn this thing on and we're gonna get it loaded right behind the first one where we just placed it. And hold on, am I straight? Oh no, I'm a little bit crooked, so let me fix myself because I do not want to tip over. And then we're gonna load her up onto the trailer just like so. And let me throw it in park, turn it off, and boom, look at that. We have two gigantic vehicles loaded up on the trailer with the TRX on its last life. So let me remove the ramps before we put it to the test, just like so. And then we're gonna go inside the TRX. Let's see if this thing works. Is this thing working? Okay, it looks like it's working. You know what, I'm gonna try to fix the suspension on the back. So we're gonna go to suspension, and then we're gonna go to minimum length and max that out. And look at that, it looks way better already. All right, so let's make a left turn right here, and in 3 2 1, let's see if it can pass 60 miles per hour. 50, 60. Oh, okay, that was actually very easy. All right, so I guess let's do 100. 94, 98, 90. Let's go. Oh my goodness, this TRX is a machine. This thing is on a different level. I don't know what to say, you guys. I'm speechless, but I'm trying to press on the brake. It is taking forever, and look at that. Holy moly guacamole, this is a W of the TRX. And now I think we are now ready to test out the 4 campers. So let's start making our way over there. I'm really nervous, you guys. I don't know if 4 campers are gonna be able to be pulled by the TRX. I think I have high hopes, so hopefully it does not let me down. All right, so let me back up and let's quickly go into the store. We are going to order 4 campers. Well, technically it's the biggest campers in the game. So there we go. 1 camper should now be connected towards the TRX. Let's place another one. There we go. Number 2 has been connected to the TRX. All right, let's do 2 more. Let me open up the menu, premium trailers, and then connect it to this one. That is going to be number 3. Oh my goodness, this thing is getting super long, you guys. And lastly, let's connect number 4. Now there is number 4. 1 2. Oh my goodness, let's go check this out actually. All right, so we're gonna go and check this out. Yo, this is crazy. 1 2 3 4 campers connected to the TRX, and this thing is so long that my TRX ended up all the way here, almost at the beginning of the trailer store center. So enough of the yap. Let me get into the TRX. We're gonna turn on this bad boy. Let me just make sure my drivetrain is 4-wheel drive like so, and then let's get out of here. Oh my goodness, we have a full train right behind us. This is the craziest thing I've seen today. But in 3 2 1, we're gonna start this race. Let's see if we can hit 100 miles per hour. And look at this, this thing is not having trouble at all. What the heck? What is inside this TRX? Holy moly, this is what I'm talking about, you guys. And oh, can we stop? Oh no, we kind of hit the front of the TRX, but this thing is indestructible. Plus Plus, it has kind of like this guard made out of titanium. That was a pass as well. I think we have one more vehicle to test out. So I'm gonna meet you guys at the trailer store. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back with the TRX like nothing happened. But for the last test, can it pull an entire wrecker on a trailer with the TRX? I think we have no choice but to test this final test. So let me quickly jump in. We're gonna get it connected towards the trailer right here. Let me just quickly change my drivetrain and let's see if we can get this connected. And let's see. Come on. All right, nice. We got it connected. Now I actually don't know if it's gonna be able to pull this. So wait a minute. Where is my ramps? I don't see my ramps. I think I need to go back to the store. But let me pick up these ramps right here and I'm gonna hop right back into the ATV so we can load up the wrecker. Because keep in mind, the wrecker has to be one of the heaviest vehicles in this game. So let me throw down the ramps, one here and then one right here, and then now we can hop in the wrecker and we can get it loaded on top of the TRX. Now hopefully this thing is able to fit. If not, then I'm gonna be really sad, you guys. But let's quickly load her up. All right. Oh no. Oh my goodness, what did I just do? I am so embarrassed, you guys. Let me remove my ramps and let's try again. Anyways, let's get this thing loaded up and hold on. Everything is looking good so far. Oh no. Okay, I have an idea. We're gonna load up this tiny semi without the wrecker. So let me carefully do this just like so. And then we're gonna place it in park and then we're gonna add the wrecker. So just like this. Hold on, let me show you guys. Attachments, wrecker, boom, look at that. Oh my goodness. I am a genius. And honestly, that probably deserves a like and a subscribe. But anyways, let me take off the ramps because we're gonna finish off this test with a gigantic wrecker and we're gonna be able to see if it can reach 100 miles per hour. So I hope you guys are ready because we're gonna launch this thing in 3, 2, 1. And oh my goodness, look at the front. It is pulling very hard. 50, 60, come on, 70 miles per hour. We're on the way to 90. We only have a little bit of time and 100 miles per hour. This truck is built insane. I don't know what to say. Oh my goodness. I don't know what happened, you guys. But hey, at least I have a ramp. Anyways, everyone, if you guys did enjoy this test with the fastest vehicle in the game, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it means so much to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. And today we bought the brand new UTV and dirt bikes that they added and saw their money. But they haven't been tested, which we are going to be doing in today's video. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe and let's get into the video. So in today's Southern Modding update, they also added this huge ranch house which cost millions of dollars, but you guys know how super rich I am. I was able to get it and I was able to bring my truck because we're actually gonna be using this to take all of this stuff with this truck. I know it's gonna be pretty crazy, so we're gonna make our way towards the tool store so we can throw some ramps on the back and load up the dirt bikes and bring a trailer as well so we can load the brand new UTV. I think it's called a UTV. Correct me if I'm wrong, you guys. But enough of the yap. We don't have too much time because the sun is about to go down. So let's hop into our brand new truck GMC Denali, which I also have an APM American Plains money. And I guess talking about APM, they're gonna be adding a huge update tomorrow, I think, since it is Saturday. So make sure you guys are subscribed so you guys won't miss out on that video. But we have an intersection right here, so let's make a left turn. There we go. It was not my best turn for sure. I've had way better turns. But anyways, let's drive into town. First destination is gonna be the tool store so we can grab the ramps, which I think are new. I don't think they've had ramps in this game. And then we're gonna make our way towards the trailer store so we can grab a trailer. But we are now back in town. Let's go. W's in the chat, you guys. So I should have gone through the back. That's fine. We can just go through here. Alrighty, we are now at the tool store. So I'm gonna quickly turn on my hazard lights. There we go. And we're gonna quickly run inside the store. So let me open that and let's quickly run inside the store and grab these ramps. And where are the ramps, you guys? Oh, wait a minute. Are these the ramps? Oh, okay. So they got these ramps and then they got these type of ramps. Okay, so I'm confused. So these are tailgate ramps. And then what are these then? Tailgate ramps. Oh, okay, it's the same thing but different style, I guess. We'll test that right now. But let me quickly check out. There we go. And oh my goodness, you guys, that was about $4,000. Each one costs about $2,000. But we're gonna get inside the GMC. There we go. Let me turn on those hazards and I'm gonna make a left turn right here. So let me turn on those blinkers. There we go. And oh my goodness, I almost forgot. We gotta run over to the trailer store so we can grab the trailer. It was kind of one of the main reasons I had to come back into town. Dude, I am so clumsy. I might be the clumsiest YouTuber ever. But here we are. Good thing we didn't go too far. So I'm gonna quickly back this thing up. Let me turn on those hazards so people can know that I'm doing something important. And boom. Yo, that was actually the first try. I might be the best player in Southern Mudding. But enough of the yap. We gotta run back home before the sun falls so we can test out these brand new vehicles. I think we might take the dirt bikes at the track, and then we might take the UTV at the swamp and the mudding pit, which we're gonna put these things to work today. So let me quickly step on this and go full throttle. And I just realized I have so much tint I cannot see. Alright everyone, we are now back at my mega farmhouse, or I guess ranch house, which I think it's the same thing, right? Ranch house, farmhouse, potato. Anyways, let me go inside my property and we're gonna start dropping. Actually, you know what? I need to drop the trailer first, which I'm gonna do right now. There we go. And then we're gonna move the truck a little bit forward so we can put the dirt bikes on the back of the bed. So I'm gonna throw this thing in park, turn it off, and let's throw down the tailgate so we can get all of these vehicles loaded up on these things. You know what? Let's start off with the UTV is gonna go on first. And by the way, this UTV is actually super rare and limited, but I was able to get it because I enjoy giving you guys the best content in Southern Mudding and APM. But we're gonna get this thing loaded up right in the middle, and then we're gonna throw the straps on. Let me hop out. Let me put the straps down on each side. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And that is gonna be it for this. Oh my goodness. And that is gonna be it for this one. All right, nice. So I guess we can now throw the ramps down, which I think which one looks better though? I think these look pretty nice. Oh yeah, these are way better. All right, so we're gonna throw these ramps down. I love these colors of these dirt bikes. Yo, these are pretty nice. By the way, you guys, I think they're gonna add motorcycles in this game, because if you guys go inside of this house right here, open the garage. Oh wait, hold on, I need to claim it first. There we go. Claim the house. We open the door. Look at this. There is a motorcycle helmet inside the garage, which everyone is talking about, and people are potentially saying that this could be an Easter egg. But let me know what you guys think. But anyways, back to what I was doing, which was loading up the bikes in the back of my beautiful and super expensive truck. We're gonna get this one loaded up on the right side, and then we're gonna load up the blue one on the left side. So let's load this one up right here. There we go. The straps are all connected towards the bottom of the bed. We don't want these bikes to be flying across the road, because that would not be good, like at all. But we're gonna get in the second bike. Let me quickly turn this thing around. Let me carefully load this one on the left side, right next to the red one right here, and that is gonna be a nice spot to park our dirt bikes. All right, so we remove the ramps. We're gonna kick up the tailgates, and where should I put this thing? I'm gonna throw this. Actually, you know what? We're gonna need it, so I guess we gotta throw it in the back. All right, let me throw this thing in the back. There you go. Oh no. All right, now is officially time to connect our GMC with the trailer. So I'm gonna get this thing in front, back this thing up a little bit. There we go. And we are now, oh wait, I was about to run into the barn. Whoops. And we are now ready to make our way towards the first track to test out these dirt bikes. Right now, I'm carefully backing up, making sure I don't crash this thing, which it looks like we are not going to be crashing into this thing today. So I'm going to quickly drive, and I'll catch you guys at the track. Alrighty, everyone, we are now pulling in to the track. We're actually on the back of the road, and wait a minute, is that new? I've never seen that thing. Let me know if that's new. But we are here at the track where we're going to be able to test out the dirt bikes to its fullest potential, because if you guys didn't notice, these are actually racing dirt bikes. So these things actually have some serious power to them. So I'm going to park up my trailer right here. Let me disconnect it. There we go. And then we're going to unload all of our bikes right here. So let me quickly turn on those hazards, and we're going to knock down the tailgate. So oh, wait, where's my ramp? Oh, I forgot. I left it right here. There we go. We got the heavy ramps right here. Let's place it down. And I believe we should begin with mini mine. I'm going to catch someone's hoe. So we're going to be starting off. Oh my goodness. What the hell? So we're going to be starting off with the blue racing bike. Let me quickly turn around. There we go. Let me also make sure that the engine is all the way maxed out, just like so. And I think we are ready to give this a nice test. So in 3, 2, and 1, let's go. And oh my goodness, yo, that is crazy. Yo, this is actually a really good bike. Whee! Look at the air I'm catching. That is sick, you guys. Dude, I thought this track was meant for cars, but I think it's meant for dirt bikes like this. Dude, I am in love with this dirt bike. I am now thinking about keeping one because I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna sell these bikes after I was done testing them, but I'm having so much fun, you guys, that I'm having second thoughts and I'm thinking about not selling them. But just like that, we finished the track. Oh my goodness, dude, I am speechless. This thing actually rips around the track. W's in the chat, but let me quickly show you the wheelies that I can do. Let me actually go on the road. All right, I'm gonna show you how to do a wheelie in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Holy moly, guacamole. And we did a nice little drift right there. But let's quickly head back to the track because we still gotta test the red one. I don't know if this actually is going to perform like the blue one. I'm really hoping, and I kind of have high hopes that it is going to perform equally or even better, but let's check it out. Let me hop in. All right, we're gonna turn this bad boy around, and before we do take off, I want to check if it's maxed out, which it looks like it's ready to race. So in 3, 2, 1, and let's start this race. Whee! Alright, first it's gonna be this tight corner. We have another turn right here. Let's carefully do that. We have some bumps that we gotta jump over. Oh my goodness, this thing is absolutely handling those jumps right there. Dude, is this actually going to be better than the blue one? Let's see. 1 and 2. Oh, dude, it failed. It failed so bad. I think I should have done a wheelie, and I think I would have had a way better jump. But anyways, we're halfway done with this track right here. Let's go over these 2 jumps. 1, and it kind of struggled on that second one. That's what I noticed with this bike right here. It kind of struggles after the second jump, but nonetheless, this thing can go pretty fast. Not bad, not bad. All right, dude, I'm impressed. This one is gonna be better than the blue bike. Yup, I said it, you guys. I said it. But now it's time to get them and load them on the back of the pickup and test out the UTV at the mudding track or mudding pit that is actually located right down the streets. We might even take it to the swamp where there's alligators. Yup, I'm a little bit insane, you guys, but let me hop in my bike right here and we're gonna quickly load them up. And boop, there we go. We're gonna throw this thing in park, turn off the engine, and let's get rid of those rims, kick up the tailgates because we're running out of time. So let's put them in the back. There we go. And we now have to connect our pickup with the trailer. So let me quickly do this. You guys know I am a professional. There we go. And we can now make our way towards the last destination, which is pretty much right here. So I think I might pull over somewhere. I might pull over like probably right around here. Yes, I think that's gonna be good. Let me pull around right here, turn off the engine, and let me disconnect the trailer. We're gonna throw them the ramps, get this thing unloaded. And before we actually go into the swamp, I kind of want to test out the mud first, because if we get too dirty, then I feel like going into the water is gonna wash off all of that mud. So let's begin on the right side, right around here. So I think we should begin in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's see how this thing can handle. And oh my goodness, dude, it is so deep. It is so deep. Holy moly, I'm gonna get so dirty. I'm gonna have to take a shower when I get home. Oh, you know what? I gave up. I gave up, you guys. Dude, it is so muddy. Look at this. Oh, that was a nice jump. But let me tell you right now, this thing drives like a dream. It is so good at off-roading. But let's go to the swamp. This is where I really wanted to take it, at the swamp. So let's go through here. Careful, careful. Oh my goodness, there's an alligator. Did you guys see that? There's an alligator. Holy moly, guacamole. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Is that another alligator? What the hell? Dude, I have the worst luck. All right, where is the finish line? I think I need to go towards the dirt path, which is not this one. It's gonna be on the other side. All right, come on, we're almost finished. We have to be brave, even if there's alligators, which I haven't seen anymore. And oh my god, look at that, there's an alligator. Okay, I gotta get out. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And boom, look at that. We managed to successfully go through the swamp, go through the mudding track, and the brand new ATV. Alrighty, everyone, we are pulling up to our multi-million-dollar farmhouse that we got today, and we're gonna pull in because we are officially done with testing out the ATV or UTV and the dirt bikes that we got today. But look at that, we managed to arrive in time before the sun sets, and I think that is gonna be a W video. video. Let me know what you guys think about this huge update and what you guys think about this update. But if you guys did enjoy, smash that like button and subscribe because it does mean a lot to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. We are gonna put the fastest engine inside of this Dodge, which is gonna be this one. What a beautiful day at the beach in Southern Mudding. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we are gonna go and grab a muscle car and turn it into the most insane and ultimate drag car in today's video. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So first things first, we gotta go to Yo Bros' house because he actually has a trailer that I am going to be borrowing today. So let's make our way over there. Let's make a right. And if you guys didn't see the last video, we pretty much ended up moving from the ranch to this beautiful beachfront house. But the main reason was because I really wasn't using the ranch like at all. So I decided to give it to 13 Yo Bros. Hopefully he enjoys it. Anyways, let's make a left right there. Oh my goodness, there goes the stop sign. All right, so the farmhouse should be on the left side right here. Don't worry, you guys, I still haven't forgotten where I used to live. And then we're gonna quickly grab this trailer so we can throw on this muscle car and then take it to the shop. So let's slowly pull in. There we go. And then, oh, there's the trailer right there. So let's quickly back this thing up and then get it connected to the trailer just like so. And now we can make, oh my goodness, there goes another sign. And now we can make our way towards the racing track that is near the town, because that is going to be where we are going to be able to pick up this beautiful muscle car. So that's pretty much today's game plan. Pick up this beautiful drag car and then engine swap the biggest engine into this thing. Dude, this is going to be a ridiculous build. Probably the coolest one, honestly, in APM. I mean, Southern Mudding. Oh my goodness. All right, looks like we got a stop sign right here. Let me make sure the road is clear. Then we can cross the intersection. And then we are pretty much back in town. Oh yeah, we are now in town. It looks like it's pretty empty today. I don't see any people. I don't see Dusty or 13 Yo Bros. I don't know where they are. They might be in a different town. They might be in APM. Who knows? But it looks like we have arrived at the racing track where we're going to be able to pick up these cars. And it looks like they are right there in the distance. You know what? I think I'm going to pull in right here, turn on those hazards, because we are going to park on the side. So let me quickly put this in park and let's take a look at these beautiful muscle cars. I don't know which one I should take. I really like the style of this one here. I like this one. This one looks okay. I don't know. Maybe we could come back and customize this. Who knows? But my eye is on this one. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna go with this one. It looks really cool, you guys. Do I look really cool, you guys? I think I look pretty cool. All right, so let me kick down the ramps and then we're gonna get into this muscle car so we can get it loaded in the back of the trailer right here. So let me do a nice little turn right here. Can I? Oh, yo, this thing can drift. Oh yeah. Whoa, that is sick. Wait, hold on. What if I go around the entire track? Okay, let's have a little bit of fun. Trust me, it's gonna be fun, you guys. Turn. Oh my goodness, we're drifting. That is crazy, you guys. Okay, one more turn. Oh, drift. Yo. Oh no. Dude, we almost ended up crashing this. Uh-oh. You know what? I think it's time to throw in the back of the trailer. I think this is not safe, or at least me driving it, because I drive a little bit crazy. But let's get this thing loaded right here. We're gonna throw this thing in park. There we go. Turn the engine off and boom, we got this thing ready to take to the shop. So let's open up the door of my beautiful SUV and let's get out of here. Honestly, where do I get out? Do I take this road right here? I think I go this way. Oh yes, I was right. This is gonna be the exit, and then we're gonna throw on the blinkers because we are gonna make a right so we can head back into town. By the way, you guys, let me know if I should take off the suit. I've been liking it. Honestly, I've been liking it. I think it looks pretty nice. Or should I just go back to the normal shirt? I don't know, but it looks like we are back in town. Let's make a left and the shop is gonna be on the right side. So let's pull in. I think I'm gonna open up one of these garages, maybe number 3. I don't know. So let me carefully turn this thing around and I'm gonna carefully back this thing up right here. So that is gonna be the perfect spot to throw in the Mustang. Wait, is this a Mustang? No, this is not a Mustang. This is a Dodge. Dude, I'm so silly. I thought it was a Mustang. Let's throw down the ramps and then we are gonna be able to throw this beautiful Dodge inside of here. Honestly, I think I'm gonna turn this thing into a nice and orange color. You can't go wrong with a nice and classic orange color. So let me turn off the engine. Let's go to orange like so. We're gonna raise the color, add some transparency. Dude, we're cooking already. Dude, what the heck? This looks so nice. Let me add some street performance tires, some beautiful wheels, tint out the window suspension those. And this is the fun part because we are gonna add some camber just a little bit, not too much. Let's see. Okay, I think this is perfect right here. I'm gonna keep the dampening and stiffness at stock. Let's make the tires into drag tires, which we can just pretty much add some width just like that, and then add some offset. Oh yeah, we are cooking, chat. And since I don't want my tire to be kind of scraping my car, I'm gonna raise the suspension just a little bit. All right, I think that looks pretty nice, dude. This is drag ready. And lastly, we are gonna put the fastest engine inside of this Dodge, which is gonna be this one, 200 horsepower plus, and we're gonna make it even faster. Look at that. Yo, I think we're pretty much ready, dude. This is one of the craziest builds I have ever done in Southern Mudding. Look at this, dude. I cannot wait to put this to the test. All right, so let me back this thing up. Dude, this is so fast, dude. I barely step on it and this thing does a burnout. Ooh, I wonder if I can do a burnout actually. You know what, I think I am gonna try to do a burnout, but at the drag strip, because right here is not the place to be doing it. So let me get this thing parked up. There we go. I'm gonna put the strap on every side of the Dodge. There we go. Kick up the ramps. Boop. Oh yeah, and we are now ready to get out of here. So I'm gonna hop in the Escalade. Let me open up my door. Oh, this thing sounds so nice. And we are gonna take it to the drag strip, which is pretty much literally down the road. It is right here. So here we are at the drag strip. Let's pull in. Ooh, what is that? Oh, I remember, dude. I'm not sure if you guys saw the video, but I pretty much ended up racing with Dusty TV and 13 Year Bros right here. Dude, those were some fun memories. You guys can check out that video. I believe it should be on my main channel. But anyways, let's continue with unloading the Dodge because we are here at the drag strip. We're gonna be putting it to the test and see if this thing is actually fast or not. But we gotta begin by doing a nice little burnout. Let's do a burnout right here. If I can't do a burnout, then I'm the worst. Oh my goodness, dude, that's a burnout. That's pretty much a burnout. Look at that. Hold on, let me try to turn off ABS and then burnout. Oh yeah, look at that. We're pretty much doing a burnout, dude. Look at that. Oh yeah, dude, this looks sick. So we're gonna do 2 test runs, one with ABS on and then the second one with the ABS off. So in 3, 2, and 1, go. Oh my goodness, 30, 40, 50. Yo, this thing is fast. Holy moly. Let's see how much we can hit. All right, and we are gonna hit 130. That is crazy. And I just crashed. All right, let's run it back and let's see if we can break 130 miles per hour. I think we could do 140, honestly. Oh my goodness, I forgot my truck is right there. Excuse me. All right, so let me turn off ABS. There we go. And we're gonna do a nice little run in 3, 2, and 1. Come on, 140. Let's do 140. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We can do, dude. This is so intense. Come on, 100. Okay, now 140. Come on, hit 140. Wait, 140, please, 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 please. Oh, dude, we did. Oh my goodness, I'm flying. So we ended up doing pretty much the same amount with the ABS on. Honestly, I feel like with the ABS on, we might have performed much better. I kind of want to put this to the test with this muscle car right here. Now, this is a muscle car that is kind of built for drag. So let's see how fast this car can perform, because if this doesn't perform well, then that is gonna be the winner and the fastest drag car in Southern Mudding. So let's quickly put this to the test. 3, 2, and 1. Come on, it needs to be 130. If it doesn't beat 130, then this is the worst drag car in history. So we're about to hit 100. Come on, 120. Come on. Oh, 110. And oh my goodness, it hit like 115 miles per hour. So technically, this is not the fastest drag car, and the orange Dodge wins. I'm kind of stuck right here, so I'm gonna leave that junk car right there, and I'm just gonna walk all the way back. All right, everyone, we are back. We're gonna get out of here because the sun is falling down. So we're gonna throw this on the back of our trailer just like so, and we're gonna start making our way back home. I don't know if we should go get a sandwich. Literally, the burger place is right there. I think Dusty TV owns that place, so I guess, you know what, let's quickly go. So let me hop in and we are gonna go in the blacked out Escalade. And if you guys haven't noticed, I ended up engine swapping this Escalade right here. So this thing is quite the rocket. So let me park my SUV right here. There we go. And let's quickly go inside. Hello, ma'am. And we're gonna grab a quick meal. Let's see. Ooh, we're gonna grab this. It's okay, don't worry, Dusty owns this place, and we are going to enjoy this meal because I think we gotta celebrate. We built the fastest drag car in Southern Mudding. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace. What everyone, welcome back to another Southern Mudding video, and today we have something insane that we're gonna be doing, and that is gonna be racing all of the supercars in this game aim at the brand new highway. And if you guys don't remember, the highway should be down there. It was part of the map expansion, which we're gonna be going right now. We just gotta go and grab a trailer at the trailer store, because if we open up this garage right here, you're gonna be able to see that we have all of these supercars in here. We've got this really nice Corvette with gigantic racing tires, a Ford GT, which I might change the color on this thing, and we do have a Ford Mustang. I think this might be a Shelby, which is pretty insane, you guys. So we're gonna hop into our pickup right here. This pickup is actually more expensive than two of those vehicles. This thing is no joke, but we're gonna hop in, we're gonna turn this thing on, and we're gonna start making our way over there. So oh no, we gotta open up the door. Hold on, let me open up the gate right here. There we go, push that open, and we should now be officially able to go. Now, good thing that my house is not too far away from the main city right here. We just gotta cross this bridge right here, but this thing sounds so good. Look, I'm not sure if you guys can hear this, but we have now arrived at the trailer store. We're gonna quickly pull in, and we're gonna back this thing up so we can get this trailer right here connected with the super expensive pickup. Look at this. This thing is massive. We should be able to put 1, 2, and 3 supercars on top of this thing. So let me get in and let me get this thing connected. There we go. We are now connected. I think I'm gonna have to turn on the first exit because I'm not gonna be able to tightly turn right there. So let's make a turn right here carefully. There we go. Honestly, this is going better than I expected. Right now we're gonna make our way back home, and I'm gonna step on it as fast as I can because we don't have too much time due to daylight savings, which means we do get less of the sun. But good thing we are now back at my multi-million-dollar farmhouse. I'm gonna pull in and I'm gonna park up my truck probably right around here. Actually, you know what, I could back up a little bit, but that is gonna take forever. So I guess I am just gonna park it right up here and turn on the hazard just like so. What the hell? I don't know what happened right there, but anyways, I am back and we're gonna start loading up these supercars. Let me just throw down the ramps just like so, and I think we're gonna begin with I'm gonna catch someone toe. All right, so we're gonna begin with the Corvette. So we're gonna load this thing on the back first, and then I guess we're gonna load up the GT, which is the orange car. So let me carefully do this a little bit. What the heck? What just happened? And my arm is missing. I'm gonna go get that thing back. And my arm. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back. I don't know what happened. Hopefully that doesn't happen anymore, and we don't go flying into the sky or wherever I went. So I'm gonna throw down the ramps, and we're gonna try this again. I'm really hoping this does not go wrong. So let's cross our fingers. I'm gonna carefully back this thing up, and then we should be able to load up the Corvette right up front, just like there we go. Actually, you know what? Let me get a little bit closer. All right, nice. This should be good. So we've got the first vehicle loaded up. Next up is the Ford GT. And where did my arm go again? So let me hop in, turn this thing on. And this car is super quiet. Is this thing electric? Dude, I can barely hear it. Anyways, I'm going to load her up right behind the Corvette. And then we're going to throw it in park. Engine is off. And that thing is now strapped down. Wait a minute. This one is not strapped down. Hold on. I think we need to fix that. Alrighty, now the Corvette is strapped down with the orange car, and hopefully the Shelby is going to be able to fit in the back. If not, then we are going to be so cooked, chat. But we're going to turn on the Mustang, and oh my goodness, yo, that was crazy. All right, let me actually not turn off traction in ABS. Carefully load this up. Please do not bug out. Please do not glitch. Park it, engine off, and yes, let's go. It works. All right, let me put up the ramps. There we go. And since all of these cars are now strapped to the trailer, that means we can start heading out. Even my arm, which it looks like my arm has already left, and we're gonna start making our way towards the brand new city. I think I'm gonna be able to turn right here. Let's see how good of a driver I am, which, oh my goodness, I'm actually the best driver in Southern Muddy. But we're gonna make a left turn right here. Honestly, not too bad. I seriously thought I was gonna end up hitting the gate right there, but we did not hit the gates, and we are now on our way to the town right here, which I think we might have to do a right turn so we can make our way towards the new part of town. So I think we have to make a right turn onto this road right here, which is gonna lead us to the new part of the highway where we are gonna be racing these supercars. By the way, you guys, they added brand new houses, and let me know, should I sell my old multi-million-dollar farmhouse to buy one of these new ones, or should I keep my old house? But anyways, we are here at the brand new highway. We are gonna be testing out the limits of these supercars. I just gotta find a spot. Well, actually, you know what, we could actually pull into the brand new truck stop and race these cars, which I think I might do. So I'm gonna pull in and I'm gonna look for a parking spot. Ooh, we can grab some food actually. And I found a spot which is going to be right here. So let me align myself and I'm gonna carefully back this thing up a little bit more, and perfect. Look at this. Oh my goodness, I am the best. So I'm gonna turn off my truck and we're gonna start unloading all of these supercars if I can with one arm. Put up the ramps and first goes the Mustang. Oh, this thing sounds crazy. Let's line her up right at the front right here. I'm gonna turn on the hazard lights and then we're gonna grab the second vehicle, which is gonna be the Ford GT. So I'm gonna hop in. Get inside of this one carefully. Oh, careful. We don't want to damage these things because these things are super expensive. Now this one is gonna go right next to the Ford GT right here. Turn on those hazards. There you go. And lastly, we have the Corvette, which we're gonna be testing as well. I'm so excited, you guys. You guys have no... Oh my goodness. Whoops. My bad. Actually, you know what? That was not my fault. That was the ramp's fault. I'm gonna blame it on the ramp. But let me throw this in park, turn off the engine, and we are now ready to start testing out these supercars. So before the sun goes down, we're gonna start with the Mustang. So we're gonna get in the Mustang and we're gonna make our way towards the highway, which is gonna be on this side, and we're gonna be testing how fast this thing can go. So I'm gonna make a left turn. Wait, did I turn on my blinkers? Oh, there you go. I'm gonna turn off my ABS and traction. So in 3, 2, we are ready to take off. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. How is this legal? This Mustang is so fast, you guys. Look at this. Can we hit 200? Or what is the max on the Mustang? Yo, we are flying through the highway. Oh wait, we gotta brake. Brake. Oh my goodness. Oh, that could have been so bad, you guys. We could have crashed and I could have lost another arm. Anyways, that was pretty sick, you guys. Let's do that again. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Yo, 100. Come on, 150. Let's hit 150. Yes, let's go. What about 180? Can we hit 180? 170, 180? Yes. That was so fast, you guys. Dude, I am speechless. You guys have no idea. Let me pull into the truck stop and we're gonna park up right here. I think this is gonna be a nice parking spot. Let me just throw it in park, turn off the engine, and boom, let's continue with the second vehicle. Alrighty, everyone, we are now inside the Ford GT. Now this one's gonna be the next runner-up that is gonna be raced onto the highway. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe because we're gonna take off in 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. This thing is a super car. Look at this. We already hit 150 and we're not even halfway. 160, 170. Nice. Oh, we maxed out. We actually maxed out just in time before the end of that highway. And where can I turn? Oh, I can turn right here. Yo, this thing is impressive. I don't know what to say. Like, these cars just get even crazier. But let's take off one more time because we're gonna make our way back to the truck stop because we have one last car to test out, which is going to be the Corvette. And I believe this one is gonna be faster than the Ford GT. So let's pull into the truck stop and get it parked up right next to the blue Mustang right here. There we go. I think this is gonna be a nice parking spot. And let's jump into the last one. We are now inside the Corvette. Let me turn off those hazard lights because this thing is gonna be taking off like a rocket from NASA. So if you guys are ready, we're about to launch. 3, 2, and 1. Come on. Okay, 30. Oh, whoa. 100? That fast? That is crazy, you guys. Okay, it's pretty fast, but I think the orange one is gonna be the faster one than the Corvette. But this one can go faster than 100 miles per hour. Not bad, not too shabby. It's pretty cool, but it is faster than the blue Mustang. And on top of that, I think it looks way cooler. Let me know in the comments if this one looks way cooler than the blue one. But just like that, we are now back at the truck stop. We're gonna get this one parked right next to the other two vehicles because the reason I did this is because we're gonna go inside and we're gonna grab some food. So let's go inside this spot. Don't know what they're selling. Where do I order? Oh wait, do I grab this? Oh no, I don't. What the heck? What do I grab then? I guess I'll just grab some chips and also a cola. Wow, this is pretty good. Not too shabby, you guys. I think that was a successful day. We managed to race all of these super cars on the brand new highway. And if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it does mean a lot to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What time is it, you guys? Oh my goodness, it's a brand new day in Southern Modding. Oh my goodness, you guys, today we are gonna go and find a brand new barn find. I just got a tip from a neighbor that lives around there that there is a barn with a bunch of old and rusty cars that we're gonna be able to restore today. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash. Oh my goodness, look at this bad boy. Make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So we have our ginormous truck that we're going to be using and heading over to the trailer store because we're going to go and pick up a trailer so we can get all of these rusty cars loaded up onto. But first, we need to go and find this barn find because I actually don't know where this barn is going to be located at with all the vintage cars. So we're going to go and look for that first, and then we'll pick up the trailer so we can get all of them loaded up and taken to the mechanic shop. But we only have till the afternoon. Right now it seems to be like 3 p.m. in the afternoon, but our first stop is gonna be right here. And now I think there is a barn down this dirt road which we're gonna be looking right now. So let me turn on my blinkers and let's make a right turn onto this path. But so far I don't see any barns, just these houses, which I doubt they have the 3 cars inside of them. But right here we have a bunch of cows and a lot of my siblings, so we're not gonna talk to them right now. We're gonna go through here and go directly to the barn right here. So I'm gonna park my thing right here. I'm gonna hop out and let's open up this front garage door of the barn, and it's not here. What the heck? I swear I thought it was going to be right here, but it is not. All right, so this first spot is going to be a fail, so let's look through right here. Maybe it's gonna be in this garage. Oh, I don't think even a car could fit in there. Oh my goodness, I don't know where it is. All right, I closed that up, and hold on, should I try to close this? Every time when I try to close this, I get stuck. 3 2 1 and oh yep, I got stuck. All right, you know what, we're gonna leave that open. If the cows want to escape, they can be free. But let me get back into my truck. Oh, this thing is so massive, you guys. I kind of want to give up because I don't know. Wait a minute, wait, what's in here? Hold on, let me turn off my engine. Is this the same part of the barn? Wait, let me open this and oh my goodness, there is so many vehicles in here. Dude, we are going to make so much money. All right, so we found the 3 vehicles. It looks like we have some type of like Mustang right here. This might be a Buick, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, or it could be a Pontiac. And then it looks like we have a Dodge right here. Beautiful cars that are vintage that we're gonna be bringing to life. So let me get into the work truck. I'm gonna have to step on here. All right, so let's start making our way towards the trailer store because we're gonna go and pick up this trailer so we can get all of those vehicles loaded up. And now the trailer, oh wait a minute, is that a mudding pit? Oh no, I don't want to go in the mudding pit. Let me go around this. Now this trailer is gonna be super long and super heavy because we're gonna be carrying 3 vehicles and not 1. So that's pretty much the main reason we are carrying this huge machine. I see the city in the distance. We're making our way towards the trailer store. So let's cross this bridge right here. And oh, I should have entered through there. Bruh. It's fine, I'll make a right turn right here. Let me just turn on my blinkers and let's make a left turn right here. All right, so it looks like the trailer store is onto the left side, and then oh, this is the trailer I was talking about. So let me back this thing up. We're gonna get it connected to the back of this truck. Let me just carefully align myself because I was a little bit way too crooked, and now this is gonna be a better way to get this connected. Why is this thing not connecting? That's weird. All right, so I had to fix the suspension on this truck because it was way too tall and it wasn't able to connect to the hitch that I have right there in the middle of my bed. So now that we got this thing connected, we can now make our way back to the barn so we can get these cars loaded up and fixed up, and we're probably even gonna sell them for a good amount of money. I'm probably gonna make around $50,000 to $60,000 from flipping all of these 3 vehicles. So I'm really excited because it's been a while since I've been able to make this kind of money. Alrighty everyone, I see the barn in the distance. I'm not sure if you guys can see it as well. My eyes are really good. I feel like I have eagle eyes. But let me stop yapping and let's make a right turn onto this dirt road because this is gonna be the entrance of the barn. I kind of feel bad I did not close that. Hopefully the cows actually don't escape. But here we are. I don't know where I'm gonna park this thing because we are carrying a lot right now. I think I'm gonna park it right around, actually I don't know, this might be a decent spot. It's definitely not the best spot, but it's gonna work for now. So let me lower the ramps just just like so. And let's see, which one should we begin with? I think we should load up the Dodge first. Yes, I think that is gonna be a good choice, but let me load up the Dodge. And I'm very surprised if this thing is actually working, knowing that it is so old and rusty. But let me carefully align myself and park this thing all the way to the top. I need to make sure I have enough space so I can park the rest of the vehicle. So I think this is gonna be a good spot. Let me just park it, turn it off, and let's see if it straps down. Nice, it managed to strap down. Let me just make sure it is safe and secure, because I don't want this thing to tip over when we're making a turn, which it looks like everything is on point and means we can grab the second vehicle. And look at the wheels on this thing. The wheels on this thing look so amazing. So let me hop in, turn this bad boy on, and get her loaded up onto the trailer. All right, so this one's gonna go right behind the Dodge. I still don't know if this is some type of Pontiac, but that's kind of like the feeling I got from this vehicle. A Pontiac, or could it be a Buick? I'm still in between those two vehicles. But anyways, let me get this one parked right behind the Dodge, put it in park, turn off the engine, and there is the second vehicle loaded up. That means we can continue with the... Wait, what was this? I think it's the Ford. Yeah, I think this might be a Mustang. Let me hop in and let's get it finally loaded up onto the trailer, because this is gonna be the last vehicle. Let me just make sure I'm straightened, and then we can put it in park. So let me get a little bit closer, and oh, I'm struggling. All right, so we threw it in park. I almost hit that car, very close. Let me just turn it off, and boom, look at that. We got 1, 2, and 3 vehicles loaded up from this amazing barn find. Now we just gotta throw up the ramps just like so, and we can now... Oh, actually, you know what? Let me try to close this. Hopefully I do not get trapped. So in 3, 2, and oh my goodness, that was really close. All right, we can now jump into our truck and make our way to the mechanic shop. So we have quite the trip. I don't know if I should take this path, because there's the kind of like a mudding pit. So yeah, let's not do that. I'm kind of... Oh, there's chickens. So we're gonna be exiting the way we came from, through this gate right here. I'm gonna try to not hit the vehicles or my trailer, which it looks like I managed to do, because I am the most professional driver in Southern mudding. But anyways, let's get back on the main road. Look at this. We have a train of cars loaded up onto this trailer. Now let's start making our way to the mechanic shop and let's get them fixed up. But anyways, let me pull in, and I'm gonna get this thing parked right here on the side. Hopefully I can do a good job. Let me just turn on my hazards, because I'm gonna be in the way, so hopefully no gigantic vehicles come. Let's turn this thing off, throw it in park, and let's get all of these vehicles unloaded from the trailer. But before we do, gotta throw down the ramps, and we're gonna begin with this Mustang right here. So we're gonna get her unloaded, and we're gonna go to number 4 right here. So let me just quickly open that up so we can go inside. All right, so we're here in the mechanic shop. Let me just turn off my vehicle, and first things first is that we gotta remove the rust off this thing, because it does not look good. And then next up, I'm thinking about doing some orange. I feel like that's a classic Mustang color, orange. I think that looks pretty solid. Yeah, that looks really good, you guys. Now I'm gonna make the hood a little bit dark, just like so. Or you know what, should I do gray? Oh, gray looks really nice, you guys. All right, let's do gray, and then let's quickly do the tires. Let's do street performance, and I kind of don't like any of these, so I'm gonna keep it stock. Let's add a little bit of tint, just like so. And lastly, we should add a supercharger and 25 extra power. And look at this. Let me just turn it on, and let's pull it out, and let's kind of give it a little rev, maybe a little test on the intersection. Wait, can I turn off ABS and traction? Oh no, I can't. Oh man. All right, that's fine. All right, let's do a little test right here. Let's see how this thing is performing. So in 3, 2, and 1, go. Oh my goodness, yo, this thing is crazy. Holy moly. Yo, this thing has a lot of power that comes from the rear. That is insane. But I'm gonna park it right here at the trailer store, because we're gonna go and sell it to them. But first off, we're gonna finish parking this thing right here and finish the rest of the 2 vehicles that are loaded up on the trailer right here. Oh, hold on, I gotta make sure the road is clear. All right, the road is clear, we can cross. Let me just hop into this thing, and let's carefully unload her. All right, nice. That was actually very smooth. I don't know what color to do this. Maybe like a dark gray. I think that would look very cool. So let's go here, let's remove the rust, and oh my god, yo, that looks freaking amazing. Let me just put street performance tires. I'm gonna keep the rims because they look really nice. Add some transparency. Oh my goodness, this looks so dirty. And I think that might be it. Oh, I forgot the power. So let me add 2 turbochargers and 25% extra power, and that is gonna be it for this vehicle. Look at this. Oh my goodness, dude, I feel like an FBI detective in the 1950s. This looks really nice, you guys. All right, so we're gonna park it right next to this Mustang right here, and we're gonna park it right in the middle. So I think this is gonna be a really nice spot. Let me just turn it off, leave it parked right there, and let's hop into our last vehicle, which is going to be this Dodge. So of course, I think for a Dodge, we might do like a dark blue. I think a dark blue would look really nice on this thing. I was thinking about like a red, but I don't think red would fit on this. Let me turn off the engine and park it so we can customize the color. But before we do, we got to remove all of this rust right here. So let's remove it, and then let's go towards blue, and let's see. I'm looking for a really good, oh, look at this blue. Just add a little bit of reflectance. Look at that. Dude, this looks amazing. Let me just put the street performance tires. I'm gonna throw on the MG retro motors, and you guys know the drill. We're gonna add some tint on this vehicle. Look at that. That looks so clean, you guys. I think that's it. Oh, I always forget. Engine needs to be upgraded, so let me quickly max it out, and look at this. Let me just give it a nice turn, and let's back this thing up. Now this thing sounds so good. This is gotta be one of the best ones. Let's go into the trailer store because we are gonna sell these bad boys here at the trailer store. Let's see how much we can get out of these. Like I said, I'm expecting somewhere between $50,000 to $60,000. But anyways, let's go inside the store and let's go talk to the guy and let's see how much he gives us for these three beautiful vehicles. So let me open up the door and let's say what's up to the guy. Oh, you look fancy schmancy. So how much would you give me for all of those bad boys? 52? Yeah, here are the keys. Take it. You got yourself a deal. All right, so we just managed to get an amazing deal. We got $52,000 for these three vehicles right here. For the Dodge, for this black vehicle that I still don't know. Could be a Pontiac, could be a Buick, and this Mustang right here. That was quite this deal because we did find these vehicles for free. All right, before we do finish up, we got to throw up the ramps and we're gonna return this trailer back here at the trailer store, which is across the street because this is not mine. Well, the vehicle is mine, but the trailer's not. I had to borrow this. So let me carefully back up the trailer and I'm gonna have to kind of turn right here. Let me also turn off my hazards. All right, the road is clear, which means we can pull in and get this thing backed up and dropped off where we got it from. So let me carefully do this without messing up. I'm gonna try to do this the first try and I think that is going to be perfect. And yo, look at this. This was an amazing job. Yo, that is crazy. I am the GOAT. All right, so let me quickly disconnect this. Let me hop into my beautiful and powerful truck and we're gonna start making our way back home. Alrighty, everyone, it looks like we are now back at the farmhouse. Let's start pulling in and let's get this bad boy parked up because I do not have that much money. Well, I do, but it's for the bills, you guys. That was the restoration and the barn find of today's video. So if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace.